Thank you for logging on to this broadcast on wellscountyvoice.com. Since the onset of COVID-19, we have all had to experience social distancing. And this is true with high school sporting events. Our school administrators are doing their best to keep our kids, teachers, administration, and their families healthy. We are honored to be a part of the solution to contain and overcome this, as well as promote our student athletes. We wouldn't be able to bring this broadcast to you if it wasn't for our sponsors you hear throughout the broadcast. Please shop their businesses, use their services, and tell them thank you.
On the campus of Belmont High School in Decatur, welcome to the Sectional 23 Championship game on this Memorial Day, and a happy Memorial Day to you. Good afternoon, friends, and welcome aboard alongside Alex Howard, Colin Schwartz. I'm Derek Decker. Pleasure to be with you here today from Decatur as Oak Hill and Norwell get set to battle for a sectional championship here today. Colin, you were here on Saturday. Norwell beat Mississinewa handily 13-2. No problems in that game. Nice start from Rocco Haynes, but it was the Bats that came alive early, and they converted often to stretch the lead and make it a pretty stress-free game.
Yeah, you know, they've scored a lot of runs here in this sectional round so far, the sectional tournament, and so, you know, you got to feel like they're riding high right now, and you got the home team today, and I mean, you can't help but think that they feel pretty confident coming into this game against Oak Hill.
Alex, this is a Norwell team all season long that we knew coming into the year pitching was going to be the question mark. It's turned into be a pretty good strength of this team. They're pretty deep, and at least on paper, they've got the advantage in that department today, and they'll turn to senior Brett Wathen, who got the win on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I was here Wednesday night to watch Brett work against Marion. He's had great command on the fastball. He got a lot of swings and misses early. Pretty aggressive Marion team, but again, he kept it in his zone and kept hitters off balance most of the night. This night's team does have a lot of pitching with their blowouts. Two blowout wins. They have a lot of pitching behind Brett Wathen in case he gets in trouble.
Norwell is the designated home team here today. They played their 2 games already here in sectional. Oak Hill only played once. That was Saturday. After the Norwell game, they won 12-6 over the host Braves of Belmont in a game that was non-competitive right from the start. Oak Hill jumped all over the Braves. Belmont's pitching struggled big time, and Oak Hill had several guys with multi-hit games. They stroked it pretty well in that game. That's the strength of this group this season as well, is the offensive average. They're hitting over 331 as a club. It's a senior-led and junior-led group, a lot of upperclassmen on this Oak Hill team, and they are seeking their 5th sectional title here today. Norwell goes for sectional number 17, their first since 2017, and after an unprecedented 2020 season, they're looking to get back.
So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Back here in Decatur, we're battling the sun. We're outside. We're doing all kinds of stuff to keep this broadcast on the air here today. So be patient if we lose you for just a moment. We'll be back on shortly. But we're happy to be with you for this sectional title game here today. Norwell and Oak Hill getting set to battle it out here on Belmont's high school field. Norwell comes in with a record of 17-9. Oak Hill at 21-6. And here's how Norwell will look defensively today. They'll go Bussell, Graft, and Morgan left to right in the outfield. Bailey and Shelton at the corners of the infield. Haynes and McBride up the middle. Eli Riley, the future Cougar, starts behind the plate. And on the mound, Brett Wathen today for Norwell. 22 1/3 innings of work on the season. Brett making his 5th start, a 3-1 record, an ERA of 3.13. And how about this, fellas? A nice strikeout to walk ratio of 33-3. It's hard to get a lot better than that. This is a guy that will throw you strikes, Colin. He'll challenge you with strikes. He gets tagged every now and then, but Dave Goodmiller's okay with that, trading hits for walks in a team that's defensively been solid the last couple of days and especially the last couple of weeks.
As long as you keep the ball down, trust your fielders a little bit. That's the name of the game in high school. I mean, really, unless you got a D1 player or something, you don't see a ton of home runs in high school baseball. So if you can just keep the ball down, keep it in the park, you're going to give yourself a pretty good chance to win.
Yeah, neither one of these teams are specifically home run hitting teams. In fact, 11 home runs in the season for both of these two teams. And Brett Wathen's into his delivery. First pitch just misses low. We're underway here today at 1:05 this afternoon on a perfect afternoon for baseball. There's no doubt about this. There's a strike call, bottom of the knees, and the count's even at a ball and a strike to the leadoff hitter, Drew Wagner, who comes in this afternoon hitting .352. A lot of clouds here today, the sun peeking out now and then. Here's a ground ball sent up the middle, high hop. Haynes sits back on it, fields it on the second hop. Strong throw across to first. Wagner's out by a step. One gone here in the top of the first.
And you're going to see a lot of fastballs from Brett early in counts, and we'll see how much he mixes that up, but he trusts his fastball a lot, and I think you'll see it a lot today.
Well, the only downside to having Rocco Haynes on the mound, obviously, is you don't get him at shortstop, and he is a stud. He's been solid all season long. Only a couple errors in the back half. A couple of his errors were early on in the season. Here's a ground ball sent to the right side. It stays down for McBride, and he tosses to first. 2 outs on 4 pitches here in the first inning.
We touched on it right before first pitch, but keeping the ball down, 2 ground balls, 2 relatively routine ground balls, that's what you're looking for.
Here comes Evan Pierce, the most dangerous hitter in this Golden Eagle lineup, hitting .450 on the year. He leads the team in on-base percentage, triples, home runs, RBIs, and hit by pitches. He's driven in 41 this year. That's better than anybody on the Norwell squad. Rocco Haynes is right there along with him, but him and Haynes will battle it out in the 3 holes and for their respective team for the best hitter in the game here today. Ball 1 to him as he missed over but low, and there's ball 2 just below the knees. Again, you're okay with misses like that. If you keep it down there, it's hard to get hurt. Wathen understands how to pitch. It's a guy who will come at you with a lot of fastballs, as you mentioned, Alex, early in counts. Here's a fastball that misses off the plate. 3 balls and no strikes to Pierce. Situated looking down the first base line here today, as always, at Belmont. Derek Decker alongside Colin Schwartz, Alex Howard, a couple of Norwell baseball alumni with me today, and that's down and away. It's not the worst thing in the world with the bases empty. You got a free base open for the best hitter in the game, and now he'll try his luck with Stam Stefanatos with 2 out.
Yeah, 4-pitch walk on 2. He had 2 really borderline pitches there, pitches you probably wanted to be called strikes. So, I mean, yeah, you don't like 4-pitch walks, but you kind of take that.
Yeah, again, the difference here is Pierce is a base stealer. And we haven't mentioned this yet, but Oak Hill has attempted 130 stolen bases on the season. There's a strike, bottom of the knees, against Stefanatos. And it's obviously going to be much tougher go on the bases against a collegiate catcher like Eli Riley, who throws out well over 50% of would-be base stealers. The strike 1 driven towards center on a line. This ball heading towards the gap. Bustle can't get it, and it finds the gap. It's picked up by the center fielder, Graff. Pierce is being waved around. The throw comes to the infield. Haynes will hold on to it. It's a 2-out RBI double for Stam Stefanatos, and Oak Hill has jumped in front 1-0 on the 2-out double.
Yeah, that fastball is about belt high. Left it up there, and a nice drive out there by the Oak Hill hitter to break the score here.
And that's where being a fastball-heavy pitcher could come back to hurt you, especially to the 4-hole hitter, somebody who, I mean, he's a fastball hitter in the 4-hole, and
right.
You got to mix it up every once in a while.
Aiden Hardcastle, the hitter now, 405 hitting behind the 4 hitter Stefanatos. There's a belt-high strike. to lead off the at-bat to Hardcastle. We know that Wathen will pump the zone early in counts as well, and Eli Riley is very common to calling first pitch fastballs. Well, pitchers like to work ahead. The 0-1's in the dirt, kind of smothered by Riley. It did bounce away from him toward the first base side, but the runner Stefanatos holds at second, not willing to test his arm just yet. Ball and a strike here to the the 5-hitter Hardcastle with 2 outs and already a run across for Oak Hill here in the first inning. Couple looks back at second for Wathen, delivers the pitch, and it's fouled away right side and out of play. Ball and 2 strikes to him. Mark Mettler calling the balls and strikes today. Theron Butler down at first, and Mike Wimes is our third base umpire, the 3-man crew that's been here all week. It's part of this sectional 23, the championship day here on Memorial Day. Inside move bluff to second. Happy Memorial Day to you as well. We certainly thank all of our service members who have given the ultimate sacrifice and allow us to enjoy baseball on a day like today on a pretty gorgeous May afternoon considering the weather we've had this week. 1-2, breaking pitch in the dirt. That gets away from Riley and to the backstop. And on to third goes Stefanatos.
You know, that's about the third or fourth off-speed pitch that Watham's thrown today. And, you know, being a fastball-heavy pitcher, it makes it pretty easy to lay off those pitches. And you kind of go into it. I mean, besides a 2-strike count, you just don't swing at off-speed pitches. You just go up there looking for a fastball.
Wathen set at the belt, delivers the 2-2 pitch. Fastball called strike 3, outside corner against Hardcastle. Big strikeout for Brett Wathen to get himself out of the first because more damage could have been done. Oak Hill takes the lead on the 2-out RBI double from Stefanatos, and it's 1-0 heading to the bottom of the first on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Back here in Decatur for the bottom of the first, Height, Pierce, and Sevier in the outfield for Oak Hill, and around the infield it's Reneker, Hardcastle, Wagner, and Kinder. Thomas Nally behind the plate, and on the mound for Oak Hill today is the ace Keegan Deaton, making his 13th appearance, a record of 5-1, a 3.12 ERA, 40 strikeouts, 20 walks. So it's an Oak Hill team that has been prone to having walk issues, as we saw with Ole Miss on Saturday. Norwell will send the usual Riley, Graft, and Haynes to the plate here in the bottom of the first. Ball 1 to Eli Riley, the leadoff hitter, who has been excellent in that leadoff role this year, drawing a team-high 20 walks, stealing a team-high 20 bases, reaching base well over 50% of the time. Ball 2 just down to Riley, and Riley works ahead of Deaton early in the count. Norwell in the home gold with navy sleeves, white trim, and white pants as well with navy pinstripes. The 2-0 is off the plate, well outside, 3-0 to Riley. Oak Hill is in their road navy gold with, navy blue rather, with gold trim. 2 stripes around the cuffs of the sleeves. Script Oak Hill written across the front. And the white lettering, white pants, single blue stripe down the side of the legs. Outside corner, call it strike to Riley.
Deaton still got to be careful here.
Ground ball set foul outside of third. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Riley out ahead of it. Riley stands in the center of the box. Nice upright stance. Just wider than shoulder width, and now digs in with 2 strikes. Keeps that front foot outside the box. The payoff pitch is off the plate. Nice eye by Riley. And it's the leadoff man aboard once again. 21st walk drawn of the season by Riley.
As you mentioned, a base stealing threat, and he normally goes on about the first pitch.
Well, we'll see if they decide to test Thomas Nally behind the plate, who's being DH'd for here today. He was the catcher on Saturday as well against Belmont in their 12-6 victory to get them to this spot. First pitch is down and in, and it gets away from Nally, and so Riley doesn't have to worry about stealing second. It's a wild pitch.
You could almost put that one down as a pass ball. That's one that he needs to have.
Well, we have seen Norwell bully a couple of catchers already here in this sectional so far, and they've been aggressive at certain select times throughout the course of the season. Not always. That's ball 2 that floats high against Kraft, an off-speed offering. But Dave Goodmiller decides to put the wheels on sometimes when the situation calls for it. Oak Hill's basically been aggressive all season long, stealing twice as many bags as Norwell. Inside corner at the knees, called a strike against Kraft. Pitcher's pitch to make it 2-1.
He might be bunting now.
Think so?
He very well could be.
Kraft is not bunting, and he grounds a high chopper towards the shortstop, fielded on the second hop by Hardcastle. Throw to first, not in time, and Kraft beats it out. He's got a late speed streaking down the line, and Hardcastle set back for the second hop, and it burned him. That's the first hit, puts runners on the corners with nobody out in the first for Norwell.
Yeah, I figured once I saw that bounce, and then the shortstop way back on it, I figured that it was going to be a tough play to get Kraft at first. Eli Riley also with a nice wide turn on third there, making that first baseman Kinder kind of hop off and make a play.
If that first baseman would have thrown it over there, he might have had him out to dry. Eli Riley took a spill trying to get back into third.
Yeah.
Well, Rocco Haynes had a 3-run homer in the top of the first on Saturday. Runner on the move, pitch high, throw down to second. Goes through the infield, miscommunication, and this is going to score a run. That throw was intended to be cut off by the second baseman, Wagner. He let it go through. It dribbled into center. Kraft goes all the way to third, and the Knights have tied the game.
Sectional championship game, those are the things that can't happen for you. Just giving Norwell a free run, and now you got a runner on third still with nobody out, and the best hitters on Norwell up at the plate.
Well, unfortunately, it goes down as E2 on the play, and that's really unfortunate because Nally didn't really have anywhere else to go with that thing. There's a swing and a miss by Haynes. In any case, this started out just like the Mississinawa game did. Riley and Kraft drew walks in that game, and then Rocco Haynes went opposite field home run off the flagpole. That's down in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike to Haynes, who's hitting a team-best .474, and leads the team in doubles, home runs, RBIs, on-base percentage, average, about every offensive category you can think of outside of triples. Deaton comes set at the belt, delivers the 2-1 pitch, and it's fouled away, right side and out of play. Sectional championship games oftentimes are lower scoring affairs, but the way this thing has gone early, feels like there's some more runs to be had here today. Here's a scorching ground ball sent towards third, backhanded by Reneker. He gets to his feet, throws to first. It squirts away from the first baseman. Here comes Kraft to score the second run, and the Knights take the lead. Give it an infield single there for Rocco Haynes and an RBI, and it makes it 2-1 Norwell.
Yeah, Haynes looked a little gimpy going back to first there. I don't know if he got tangled up with the first baseman there or if he hit the bag awkwardly, but nonetheless, Knights lead 2-1.
And here comes Shane Edwards, the head man for Oak Hill, out to the mound and have a discussion with his entire infield. They have not gotten it out yet. And, oh, ouch, they gave that E3 on the play, so no infield single. That's the second Oak Hill error of the inning. And in any case, Shane's out there talking to his entire infield. It was a pretty brief conversation as they're back ready to go. So no RBI for Haynes.
I feel like that should be an infield hit and then the run scored on the E3 or something.
Well, the official scorer says no. Usually we can just decide to do whatever we want, but since this is a sectional game, somebody's getting paid to do that by our friends at the IHSAA. Brody Bolin will step in to hit here in the 4 hole with nobody out, and Rocco Haynes over there at first. And already 2 runs across here in this Norwell first inning. Here's a jump move to first. First move we've seen from Deaton over there, and Haynes back in with a head first slide. Contest where it feels like we might be out here in a while today. Doesn't have the makings of a low scoring. Here's an excuse me swing, and it's fouled away by Bolin. Kind of turned on a pitch that was up and in, and grounded it foul. Sometimes title games can be 2-1, 2-0. You got both aces on the mound. Not the case here today. These are 2 offensively gifted teams. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt.
If you're bowling, you got to step out and reset a little bit. That he had that little accidental swing, and now you swing at one in the dirt. You need to, take the batting gloves out of the back pocket and then reset them.
Scorcher left side through the infield. Kean Height will field it on a hop, and Rocco Haynes stops at second. It's a base hit for Bolin, the second Norwell hit of the inning, and the train continues here for the Knights.
I don't understand that pitch at all.
No,
he had
me
just
either.
swung at a curveball in the dirt, and then you try and raise a fastball and throw it belt high. He's lucky he's getting that ball back at all.
Right, that's what I was thinking. I was like, if you're Deaton, I don't know if I'm even threatening the zone here after, swinging after you swung the garden hose on the second one, so I don't understand coming in the zone there at all.
And Bolin does have home run power, so I think that's a good point that it stayed in here. Infield fly rule is in effect here with runners at first and second, nobody out. Leighton Bailey is the hitter. He has been trailing the rest of the pack for the most part in the middle of the lineup in the back half of the season. 275 lays down a push bunt towards the first base side. Nobody's covering the bag. They go to third, and they got him. And what in the world was Rocco Haynes doing? Dave Goodmiller is quite upset. Haynes was going to third standing up. Heads up play by the first baseman, Dale Kinder, who went to third base with the play, and they get the force at third. Well, that's a base running mistake, and it cost the Knights the first out.
Yeah, nothing frustrates the coach more than when you're trying to play a small ball like that to keep the inning going. And, you get the lead runner out on a play where he would have been safe if he slid.
It was an excellent bunt, too.
Great bunt.
Ball on a strike here to Brett Wathen. Swing and a miss, and he got him a chase up top again.
Well, I'd say I'd throw it back up there.
Yeah.
He's swung at 2 of those. Hasn't even come close to hitting either one.
Right.
I'd go a touch higher.
Wide stance for Wathen in the box. 1-2 pitch off speed, and it's blocked in there by Nally. Evens the count at 2-2.
Are you trying to set him back up, Howie? Man.
And he went upstairs but missed his spot, 3-2.
That one was just too high.
Yeah.
He's not even thinking about it.
That's not a competitive 2-2 pitch at all.
Here comes payoff. It's inside, and that will load the bases. Well, they threw down to third, and went in with the head first slide. I think some of the Oak Hill faithful thought they got him, but it was a walk.
I think if I'm Brody, I'd probably just stop there and try ball
right.
4. I think I'd just pull up, let him tag me.
Here comes a courtesy runner for the Knights in Klein Neuenschwander, getting his first appearance into a varsity contest. Shane Edwards was out near the foul line. Thought he was going to come in to make a change, but apparently not.
Boy, this feels like a big spot early in this game.
Yeah, it sure does, with 1 out. Fly ball sent to left by Bustle on the first pitch. Under it is Height. He will put the squeeze on it. Runner Bolin tagging from third. Throw comes into the infield. It's up the line, and 1 runner will advance. Neuenschwander stops at first. He didn't go to second, but Bailey goes to third, and it makes it 3-1 on the sacrifice fly from Crew Bustle.
Very productive out there, but if you're Oak Hill, I think you're okay with getting something like that.
Just got to get an out.
After watching that first inning, you probably feel like you're going to score more runs. So, yeah, like you said, just need to get an out there. You're probably okay with that.
So it's runners on the corners for Luke McBride, who's been really good at the bottom of the lineup this year. McBride, 288, but that doesn't put together the full story. He's reaching base over 44% of the time, and he's been very productive and has a lot of things up his arsenal. Now, 2 outs, not expecting a bunt, but he does have that capability, too, down here. Here's a throw to first to check on Neuenschwander, which might not be a bad idea. Obviously, as inexperienced as they come on the varsity basis, this being his first trip around. Didn't dress varsity this year until sectional. Another check on him. That was pretty close, but Neuenschwander's back in. That's the last thing that can happen right here. Although I wonder if Neuenschwander's going to be on the move. We kind of doubt it with 2 outs.
Well, after watching that first and third debacle.
No kidding. He is on the move. Pitch is high, swung at and missed by McBride. They don't even throw down there. So Neuenschwander steals second. McBride just a sophomore. Where's number 17 for the Knights? There's an off-speed pitch down and away, and it's 1-1 to him.
That's the second or third time that the Oak Hill catcher has slid over to block a pitch like that hasn't made it to the dirt.
Right. It just completely takes away any chance for a strike.
Right.
Fastball was high, but he swings at it anyway and pops it up on the infield. Hardcastle's calling everybody off. He's in the middle of the dirt and puts the squeeze on it. The side is retired, but not before the Knights come up with 3 big runs to take the lead in the sectional championship game on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. A professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Back in Decatur, 70 degrees at first pitch on this Memorial Day sectional championship. Norwell leading Oak Hill 3-1 heading to the second inning. Winner of this game will take on the winner of Northwood and Wawasee at 1 o'clock next Saturday. That game was taking place at 11 o'clock here this morning, and we'll try to find a score on that. In fact, did find a score, and how about that? Wawasee, with a below 500 record, has upset Northwood 3-2, and so the Warriors are in the regional for the first time in quite some time. They have struggled as a program for a long time. First pitch fouled away by Tyler Renneker, but that's huge implications because whoever wins this one will be a sizable favorite in the first regional game next Saturday.
For sure, that's good for the Knights. They obviously got to take care of business here, but yeah, you get done with this game, you look towards the next game. It's a bright spot.
Yeah, we were just talking, Colin, while you were away, that Wawasee pulled the upset over Northwood, which is very surprising. Here's a fastball that hits the knees for strike 2 against Renneker. That's a program that's been down for a long time. It used to be on Norwell's schedule. Used to be that long Friday trip up to Syracuse.
Oh, yeah.
The 1-2 pitch here to Renneker.
Felt like we always had a doubleheader the next day, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 2-2 to him to lead off here the second inning. Norwell up 3-1. Fastball down and away. Full count. Watson set at the belt, comes back with a payoff pitch. Fastball downstairs, ball 4. Not by a lot, but was below the knees. And Renneker is on with a leadoff walk. Only the 4th walk issued in 23 innings for Brett Watson. Here's some of the Norwell faithful voicing their displeasure. Really nice crowd has come out to Belmont here today on both sides. Although a much more sizable Norwell crowd.
You got to wonder if that one was off the plate because, man, that one looked like it caught the knees.
Well, it was kind of a weird play with Riley not sticking it and the batter almost taking a rip at it. I'm surprised Reneker didn't, in fact. He's squaring to bunt is Deaton. He puts it down right back to the pitcher. He'll throw out Deaton down the line by a couple of steps, advances Reneker over. By the way, we didn't mention this either. That's the first out of the inning. This Oak Hill team bunts like no other. They put down bunts early and often and will try to make defenses work. And that was very successful down in the CIC. They went 21-6 this year. See if it pays off in a sectional type atmosphere. First pitch to Dale Kinder is jam shot foul. Wide of first.
Here's one as a catcher where I always struggled whether to go back to a fastball after seeing a late pitch or trying to snap him off with a curveball to get him, get him geared up for a fastball. He knew he was late, maybe snap off a curveball and get him flailing at one.
Wathen one look back at second. Make it a second look. The strike one pitch. Fastball hits the corner for strike two. Riley had a little issue with the exchange there, although I don't think he was going to do anything with Reneker. No balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, a runner at second. Top of the second inning, 3-1 Norwell in the sectional championship game, with the winner taking on Wawasee next Saturday. Off-speed pitch, grounded towards second. Should be routine for McBride, but it rolls up his arm. He throws to first, and he's still out by half a step. McBride composes himself. I don't know that Kinder was running all that hard down the line, and it made the play possible still, even with the bobble for McBride. 2 out.
Again, McBride, they're just getting a little too excited, a little too forward-thinking. You got to feel it first before you can throw it, as he was going to get it out of his mitt before he was even in there.
He's a sophomore playing in his first sectional. First pitch from Wathen hits the knees for a strike. So that's the other thing, too, that we really haven't talked about over the course of the sectional is that everybody that's a freshman or sophomore in this game is playing in their first sectional championship because there was no tournament last year. The 0-1 pitch, ground ball right back at the mound, and it's gloved by Wathen. Strong throw to first over to Cade Shelton, the freshman, and he gets out of the second without any further damage, and Norwell leads 3-1, heading to the bottom of the second. The Voice.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Derek Decker alongside my all-star AAA crew of Alex Howard and Colin Schwartz here this afternoon for the sectional title game. Norwell leading 3-1. We were talking at the break that we didn't know if Deaton would come back for this second inning. I don't think he's probably got a lot of leash left here, and we'll see, I guess. I don't know what Shane Edwards has planned up his sleeve. Remember, they did use a couple of guys that are not available here today. The starter was Reneker, who was their number 2 unofficially, and got the win against Belmont on Saturday. First pitch flown foul by Shelton, wide of third. But it's an interesting storyline to track nonetheless, because the way that this Oak Hill pitching staff is built, the strike one pitch is off the plate, 1-1, is they're not all that deep. There's a couple of guys at the top that are solid as starters, and if you can get into the bullpen, then things get a little hairy for the Golden Eagles. 1-1 is an off-speed. Shelton sits back on it, grounds it to third, gloved by the third baseman, Dale Kinder, and he throws over to first. So Kinder to Reneker for out number 1. Comes Eli Riley. Norwell back around to the top of the order. And the first pitch he sees is popped up first base side. This could be playable for Renneker towards the dugout. And he makes a basket catch. And Riley fouls out on the first pitch he sees. And quickly 2 gone here in the second.
I think it'd be nice to take a pitch here if you're really Graft and extend the inning a little bit, because this has been a little way too quick.
4 pitches thus far. Graft hits from the left side for the Knights, and he holds up on.
Boy, he wasn't taken all the way.
Nope. That was a breaking ball that missed down and inside. Graft is an aggressive hitter. He shoots it the other way often. 349 on the year. Strike call just below the belt.
That one looked a lot more like he was taken all the way.
Yeah, interesting. Kind of the backwards approach here. The 1-1. Off speed, grounded high chopper towards second. They got burned on this last time. Throw to first, gets Graft by half a step, and that will end the inning. That's a quick 7-pitch inning for Keegan Deaton, and after a lengthy first, he comes back with a snappy second. 3-1 Knights on The Voice.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
3-1 Norwell, top of the third in Decatur. As Oak Hill coming to bat, they will send the top of the order to the plate in Wagner, Sevier, and Pierce. But Norwell jumped out early, took advantage of a couple of Oak Hill defensive mistakes, which has not been the strong suit for Oak Hill this year. 59 errors on the season coming in. In fact, neither of these teams have been particularly clean, but Oak Hill more so prone to the defensive mistakes. And here comes Drew Wagner. The pitcher, Brett Wathen, with 27 pitches through 2. He's been pretty efficient, but again, left that pitch over the middle for a double with 2 outs after the walk, and it came back to score the only Oak Hill run of the game. Fastball called a strike, outside edge. 1-1 to Wagner here with nobody on. The leadoff man at the top of the third inning. Run on a hit for Oak Hill and a couple of errors. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Knights. Ground ball sent towards second. Sits down, now bobbled again by McBride, but he controls it well this time, and not a defensive misplay there. That was more catching a tough hop on this Belmont infield, and he corralled it nicely for out number 1.
This is one of those diamonds where you've got to charge the ball if you can. I know it may feel awkward at times, especially when you're used to just letting it kind of come to you a little bit, but this isn't the best of fields we have here in this part of the state, and you got to be aggressive getting those hops.
Yeah, this field will turn a easy routine 4-3 into a E4 real quick.
Mm-hmm. First pitch called a strike to Sevier. There's a big breaking pitch that falls in for a strike, and boy, we haven't seen very many of those for strikes from Wathen so far, and you can start throwing those every now and then, just throw them in there to keep the hitters off balance for a fastball heavy guy. Comes back with another one and missed just high, maybe off the plate, 1-2. Wathen seems to be working into a little bit of a rhythm at this point. Sometimes it can feel that way. There's a swing and a miss. He blew a fastball by Sevier. 2 gone here, and Wathen gets a strikeout.
It's a great pitching sequence right there.
No
You throw 2 curveballs like that, you got him sitting soft, and you throw one up and away. He thinks it may break into the zone since he was a left-handed hitter. Great piece of pitching right there. I mean, that's just great work from the battery.
Yeah, Colin read my mind. He got away with that off speed that was a little, high, chest high. I mean, it was high as the zone, but then boom away with the fastball. Great sequence.
Starts him off with a curveball here and drops it in.
Yeah, Eli Riley and Brett are on the same page right here, and
Yeah.
they're starting to get in a rhythm. It's real nice to see.
Yeah, and this is one where you have to be careful because this is Pierce, again, the most dangerous hitter in the lineup. That's a good spot for that. Missed inside, 1-1. But you notice that Wathen's working quicker on the mound here. Sometimes it can take you an inning to get into the flow of a sectional title game. Got two good teams on the diamond. That's fouled out of play, 1-2.
Man, he is way behind that. He has them guessing up at the plate right now. He's mixed in enough curveballs to start this second time through the order. And, that's what I was wondering if he was doing, if he was being fastball heavy through the first time through the order to kind of surprise them with the off speed.
Breaking ball right there. Called strike 3, and it froze Pierce. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the third. That was a beautiful inning of work from Brett Wathen, the senior. Keeps Norwell up 3-1 on the Voice.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
3 strikeouts for Brett Wathen. That was an inning of beauty there as he set down the Golden Eagles top of the order in order. And here comes the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for Norwell, Haynes, Bolin, and Bailey. Ball 1 down and away. Pitcher is still Keegan Deaton as expected now as he's calmed down a little bit. Found a little groove in the bottom of the second. The 1-0 to Haynes is skied, foul, third base side. Uh-oh, this might be trouble for us. It's well out of play. Can't look up into the clouds there and get a good read on that thing. That's strike 1 to Haynes. This is set up when we're on the ground, so we don't have a tremendous vantage point to track those things. 1-1 is golfed into shallow center. Here comes Pierce, who had him shaded to the left. Pierce makes a sliding attempt, and he can't hang on. And it drops in for a base hit. Well, that's a break for Rocco Haynes, who got under that thing. Pierce was shaded way to the left, the pull side.
He's playing deep as well.
Yeah, and that drops in the shallow outfield and a leadoff single for Rocco Haynes.
Is it just me, or do you think the right fielder had a better angle and maybe a better break on it than the center fielder who's playing more left center?
You got to wonder if he didn't read it well off the bat, because it looked like he kind of hit that off the handle. It may have had a funky spin going out there.
Should have been tailing him back towards him in right field, though. And the flag kind of leaning that way, too.
First pitch fouled straight back, a high fastball to Bolin.
And he's been chasing that pitch. I mean, he chased it in his first AB, and now he's chased it in his second AB. I don't really see a need to change it. I mean, I guess he did chase a curveball in the dirt, so you could bring that if you feel comfortable with your catcher stopping it with a runner on. But, man, you might as well just live up there.
Haynes not a huge base-stealing threat, only 3 swipes on the year. That's a really good pitch on the outside corner at the knees for strike 2.
And he has a huge gap over in right field.
Yeah.
They're shading him to the left. It would have been really nice if he could have just poked that right over the first baseman's head.
And Bolin had a really nice shot to right center field on Wednesday night against Marion.
Oh, here's a hammer to deep center. Going back is Pierce, back towards the wall. It'll drop and bounce up against the wall. Haynes is to third. He will get the stop sign, and that is another double for Brody Bolin, who's charged up. It's his third double of the sectional, and he's got runners at second and third with nobody out.
That was an 0-2 pitch, and he has shown that he will chase pitches today. I don't know if he's missing his spot, but that's the second or third time today that something like that has happened. You got to put that in the dirt.
We have questioned the pitch calling here at times, and the location, and for what it's worth, the pitch calls are coming from the dugout, and they're using a number system. Mark Mettler's going to take a moment to clean off the plate here before Leighton Bailey steps in. You got Haynes down there who doesn't have great speed. Not bad speed, just not elite speed like some of the other Norwell runners do. Bailey put down a nice bunt in the first inning, but I kind of doubt that's coming back here with runners at second and third.
Infielders are kind of playing halfway here.
First pitch, Bailey not showing any semblance of a bunt, and it's a breaking ball in the dirt.
And I'd think about a bunt here if the first baseman was playing a little bit deeper. But they're level with the bag and creeping in.
He was right on that one.
Fouled straight back. We're glad you could join us on this Monday afternoon. Thanks for spending your holiday with us. We had other coverage up at Eastside today, up in Butler with Scott Menser, Bluffton and Eastside, battling for a sectional title game up there. 1-1 in the dirt. It's blocked again nicely this time by Nally. 2-1. Before we went on the air, gave it a look, and Eastside had a sizable 11-0 lead over Bluffton in the middle innings of that contest. Bluffton had a lot of their pitching exhausted in that 14-inning marathon on Saturday morning, which bled into the afternoon. 2-1, ground ball hit to the left side and through the infield. Diving attempt given by Hardcastle. Bolin gets the stop sign at third. It's an RBI single for Leighton Bailey on a sharp ground ball to the left side outside the reach of the shortstop to make it 4-1.
Love to see a killer instinct here from Norwell. You have a chance to really put them down right here. You had Brett strike out the 1-2-3 hitters in the top of this inning. If you can put together 2, 3, 4 runs here in this inning, you're really going to steal a lot of momentum.
And Wathen is the guy that has the potential to go deep here. We know that of his 9 hits, 8 of them have been for extra bases. 6 doubles and 2 home runs on the season. 9 for 27 overall. Jump move to first keeps Bailey back in there. I think Bailey's probably on the move here. Leighton is snagged 5 bags on the year, but he's got good speed, hitting in the middle of that lineup. A lot of traffic in front of him more often than not. Good secondary is all he gets, and low strike called against Wathen.
We've seen Brett stand from the left side of the batter's box in the first half of his season, of his shortened season, but he's flipped over to the right, and since then he's been real good with the bat.
Another pickoff throw. Yeah, when he went to the right side, there were some really tough to watch at bats with Wathen. He had some really ugly looking swings from that other side. Most of his 9 strikeouts were from the left side. Then he jolted over to the right, started racking up hits. The strike one, hit high and deep towards left, going back his height. He's back to the wall. He jumps up, and it's gone! It's a 3-run blast off the bat of Brett Wathen, and the Knights have busted it wide open in the third. Boy, we were just talking about it, and Brett Wathen takes it over the Belmont sign over to Monroe Street, and he makes it 7-1 Norwell.
And that's a way to help yourself if you're Brett Wathen. Just freaking put one out of the ball game. Put one out of the park here at Decatur, and we were talking about Colin during the break, and this is a good inning to put up, 3 runs. I said 3 runs. You go quick, you get 3 strikeouts, and Brett gave himself 3 runs just on one swing.
And go ahead, Colin.
I was going to say, after that first inning, we were kind of wondering if they might pull the leash on him, and he was able to work a relatively clean second inning there. They might have given him just 1 too many innings here, and going through the second time through the lineup, it might have been a good idea to pull him a little bit earlier. I know hindsight's 20/20, but man, I feel like they gave him a little too long of a leash. I know you said that they're not very deep in their pitching staff, but man, they're just kind of playing with fire, and it came back to burn them right there.
Aiden Hardcastle, the new arm for Oak Hill, 7-1 Norwell in the third.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Norwell has opened this thing up in the bottom of the third inning with 4 runs. The 3-run shot from Brett Wathen. Gosh, this guy has got so much power. Again, that's just an unheard of stat. 9 out of 10 hits on the year for extra bases. 6 doubles, now 3 homers. Puts him in a tie for first on the team. It's Norwell's 12th home run of the year. and his 18th RBI, as they have taken a huge lead, and they've brought on Aiden Hardcastle out of the bullpen. This is his 14th appearance. That's most on the team. 29 innings of work, a 2.15 ERA, 38 strikeouts, 13 walks. He's a big strikeout guy that'll try to blow you away with a fastball. He's got good velocity on it. We'll see if he can stay ahead of Norwell hitters, but still nobody out here in the bottom of this third inning. And Colin, you asked for the response from Norwell. If you can put up a couple here and open this thing up a little bit, you feel like you have all the momentum. Strike one, swing and a miss to Bustle. And that's exactly what the Knights do on a couple of extra base hits.
And then now you kind of look ahead to the top of the fourth. I know there's still no outs, but now you almost need Brett to settle back down a little bit before he takes the bump again. And another shutdown inning. This game may be getting close to the end.
Brett will face 4, 5, 6 in the fourth.
Breaking ball, foul ball as it went in and out of the glove of Nally, and Bustle has new life.
Bustle a little choking up there on the bat. Two-strike approach here.
Hardcastle out of the windup. Another breaking ball, swings and misses at one in the dirt, and the throw comes to the inside of first. Bustle strikes out for the 28th time, one gone.
Well, finally they bury an 0-2 curveball in the dirt. I mean, the first 0-2 pitch they still threw kind of. I mean, I know we can't see inside outside from here, but it looked like they threw it right down the middle.
Right.
I mean, man, I don't know if it's the pitch calling or the pitcher's just missing their spot.
Well, here's Luke McBride. McBride swings and fouls one out of play behind the backstop here. You know, McBride is typically a pretty disciplined hitter. He's chased a couple of high fastballs here today.
And Norwell needs just to take a pitch right now. They have not taken a pitch since the new pitchers come in. Just relax for a little bit.
That's in the dirt from Hardcastle. So you can close the book on the starter. And Deaton gives up 7 runs, 6 earned in a couple of innings of work. 6 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts. 1-1 is shot right back up the middle on a base hit. Dribbling towards the left center field gap. It's picked up on the bare hand by Pierce. He'll hold McBride to a single. And that was a line drive off the man of McBride. Norwell's 7th hit already.
Yeah, and usually we see Luke McBride with that solid contact going the other way, going opposite field, but that one turns on it and able to rifle it into center field.
Well, here comes another pitching visit from Shane Edwards. This is his 2nd visit already. So he's down to 1. He'll talk with Hardcastle and Thomas Nally, the catcher. Just those men in on this conversation. Norwell has brought the bats again. We wondered how much the carryover was going to be. Norwell didn't score in double digits in any of the last 5 games of the year. In fact, 4 of those 5, they scored 3 runs or less. And the situational hitting was really in a bad place coming in. You know, they bailed themselves out. And Colin, you were there, the 3-2 walk-off win against Northrop from the unlikeliest of heroes in Bo Morgan, getting his first couple RBIs of the season. But they found a way to win that one, grind it out, and here in the sectional, they have got the hot start and have put up a ton of runs here already. There's a bunt by Kate Shelton down the third base line. It's going to stay fair, and it's bobbled by Kinder. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. Shelton was going to beat it out. And the Knights can't do anything wrong. Infield bunt single from Cade Shelton, the freshman.
Now we roll it back to the top of the lineup again.
That's dangerous.
Man, this game is getting out of hand pretty quickly.
You know, and right when Coach Edwards is at the mound there, I was about to say how much of this conversation is about, you know, let's go right out here at the 9-hitter and you know, ground ball, susceptible to ground balls, get a double play and try to get out of here without too much damage, and now you flip the lineup card over.
He's got 6 hits this year, fellas. There's a strike 1 at the knees to Eli Riley, the leadoff man. A walk and a foul out for him. Yeah, you take your chances with a guy like Shelton, and he made you pay. That was just a beauty of a bunt. Boy, that's pretty close to a balk. There's the strike 1, flown out in towards center, pretty deep. Backpedaling is Pierce back towards the trees. He'll haul it in, and McBride doesn't have anywhere to go. Throw comes into the shortstop. 2 outs as Riley was sitting on it, didn't miss it by a lot, and just got under it a little bit.
Good swing, just got a little too under it. It was up in the zone, couldn't quite get his bat up there enough. I mean, he just missed that one. He just missed putting that one in the trees.
Yeah. And Luke Graft is the hitter with 2 outs. Single and a ground ball for him. Kraft has excellent speed, and Shelton and McBride both have good speed on the bases as well. 4 runs across, ball 1 to the 2-hitter Kraft. 4 runs in the inning for Norwell. 3 runs in the first for him. 1 run for Oak Hill on the 2-out double in the top of the first, and the Knights are up comfortably 7-1. Here's a shot towards the left side. That's a base hit. Drops in front of Height. He fields it on a hop. McBride being sent. Throw comes to the shortstop. Relay to the plate, and they got it. McBride tried to slide around it and touch the plate. Good relay from the shortstop, and McBride is cut down at the plate. But if you're Dave Goodmiller, you're just fine and comfortable with that, although McBride comes up a little bit limp. So Norwell gets 4 in the bottom of the third, and they have busted it wide open. It's 7-1 in the sectional title game on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension? Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
That's amazing what the long ball could do for a team. Brett Wathen, the senior, a 3-run shot in the bottom of the third, and it's opened this thing up, and now Norwell can feel comfortable. There's some room for error at this point. Brett Wathen comes back to the mound, and we'll see what his response is after the huge home run in the bottom of the inning. Sam Stefanatos, Aiden Hardcastle, Tyler Renneker for Oak Hill. But a 6-run lead feels comfortable for a Norwell team that's given up a cumulative total of 2 runs in the section.
And you got Waltham, who looked awesome in the 3rd inning.
Oh, he did. That was his best inning of work this year. Here's a fastball, gets the call at the bottom of the zone.
You're going to get that. You live right there, man.
Yeah.
Holy
well, that's
smokes.
Partly a college catcher getting a thumb underneath that thing and stealing it, too. But you're right. That's if you get that call, then you're in good shape. Goes right back down there. This was an off-speed pitch, and it's grounded foul.
If you're the 4-hitter, man, you got to be sitting on that. You got a fastball and hit one into the gap in your first AB. You're down 0-1. You got to sit curveball on that one.
Stefanatos, 378, a team-high 11 doubles this year. He'll call time and try to throw off the rhythm of Wathen, a little gamesmanship. Well, that sun is nice and warm when it comes out. We're in the lower 70s here today. Picture-perfect Memorial Day, light breeze, no threat of rain. Finally, yeah, it's kind of nice. Ball 1 away to Stefanatos, 1-2. Big off-speed pitch, grounded foul. Gloved by headman Shane Edwards. By the way, if you were with us on Wednesday night, you understood kind of the fiasco we had to drag together and get all the equipment in the bag pretty quickly. Norwell was leading 7-0 at that time against Marion before the rain came in. Fouled straight back, and Riley couldn't hang on. Stefanatos stays alive. Norwell went on to win 10-0 after a 2-hour rain delay. And then dimed Ole Miss as well. Haven't gone the distance in any game yet. 13-2 on Saturday. Nice hold by Stefanatos. Didn't chase that in the dirt, 2-2.
Wathen has him off balance on every one of these pitches.
I was going to say, he has no idea what to sit right now, man.
And all these are just excuse me swings, trying to stay in the box.
Guessing right now.
Wathen's 2-2, fastball, and it goes right back up the middle over the second base bag. Nice piece by Stefanatos, a nice at bat, and he earns himself a leadoff single.
What a 2-strike swing that was, man. I think he knew he was off balance, and he just shortened up his swing, a nice short stroke, and he still hit it hard right up the middle.
Yeah, a lot of strength showcased there, too, as well, because you're right. His hands were choked up several inches on the bat, just kind of shortened everything up like a good 2-strike approach. That was a fun battle to watch between Wathen and Stefanatos there, and he sits at first with nobody out. Hardcastle the hitter, and the first pitch is high and tight, a fastball, and Hardcastle able to hold. Stefanatos has stolen 4 bases, 120 stolen bags for Oak Hill coming into the game. today on the season, but they haven't tried one yet today against Riley. Here's a line drive left side and through the infield, a base hit. Back-to-back singles for Stepanatos and Hardcastle, and Oak Hill has something brewing here in the fourth. Well, you know this is a sectional championship game, fellas, and it's hard to just lay down and roll over, especially for a team in Oak Hill that's won 21 games this year, facing some adversity here. You don't expect them to just go away, and they've responded nicely.
And, you know, it's still early enough in this game where you can kind of chip away at it, especially if you get base runners on right here. We talked about how much they like to bunt. You know, I could see them bunting right here, get runners into second and third, and just chip away at this lead.
Reneker's a .333 hitter, has a little bit of speed. He walks twice as much as he strikes out, Reneker. 16 walks and just 7 strikeouts this season, and actually a 17th walk early in this game. Jamie Feldheiser out to talk to Brett Wathen and Eli Riley. Keeps the conversation relatively brief. Wathen hasn't had any trouble since the first. Any real trouble anyway. Facing some here in the fourth. Here's a first pitch, popped up on the infield. This will be infield fly. Cade Shelton's camped under it anyway. And he will hang on to it. One gone here, first pitch pop-up. That's exactly what the doctor ordered against Reneker.
A little surprised they weren't bunting there. I mean, we talked about it right before that at-bat, but we've mentioned earlier in the broadcast how much they like to bunt. You're still not at a spot where this is totally out of reach and you can still chip away at it here only in the fourth inning. I'm a little surprised they didn't bunt right there.
Keegan Deaton, he did bunt his first time up, right back to the pitcher. Drives this thing right side, and it's going to slice foul. Fairly deep behind that fastball. Deaton tried to take it the other way. Strike one to him. Dale Kinder on deck, then Kean Height, then the top of the Oak Hill order. I just feel like Norwell's gotten some breaks in the sectional based on the draw. I think back to the start of the sectional before everything got underway. Strike one, breaking pitch in there for strike two. But Norwell drew Marion, which was a favor. Then Mississinewa disposed of Heritage, which we thought would be a dandy of a game on Saturday. So Norwell easily cruised past Mississinewa. They're here in the championship against Oak Hill. 0-2 fastball, fouled away over the first base dugout. And if they're able to get by this one, they're going to be playing a team in Wawasee with a losing record in the first game of regional. I mean, typically when you get to the regional level, there really aren't any bad teams left. And, of course, Wawasee not on the schedule anymore, so didn't get a look at them during the regular season. But the overall record not all that promising. That curveball's left upstairs, 1-2. Sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles for teams. And a Norwell team that needed some fortune heading into the tournament, not playing their best baseball at the end of the season. Well, they did win their final 3 games of the regular season. The 1-2. Line drive, left side, base hit, hits the back of the infield, and given the stop sign is Stepanatos, I thought they would test Crew Bustle out there. Throw comes into the infield. It'll load the bases with 1 out. Shane Edwards was originally waving Stepanatos around, then held him late, and he's back into the bag. With 3 hits in the inning here for Oak Hill.
Just one too many off-speed pitches in my mind. He was way behind the fastball every time he swung at it, and you tried to double up on a curveball, and it just sped his bat up. He's able to get out in front of it, and they have a chance to get back in the game now.
Yeah, and Colin, to your point, if they would have bunted there with Reneker, I mean, that's probably a 2 RBI single there.
Right.
Comes Dale Kinder for Oak Hill. Wow, he reached back for something extra on that fastball and missed. 1-0. Trying to continue to keep hitters off balance here. 54 pitches by my count for Wathen, with 1 out here in the fourth. A 7-1 Norwell lead, and the bases loaded for Oak Hill. Another fastball down, 2-0.
Wouldn't mind seeing Eli Riley call time and go settle his pitcher down. Every once in a while, all it takes is a little joke, get him to crack a little smile, get him to settle back down and back into his rhythm.
Yeah, and Wathen and Riley are both ultra-competitive guys. Been around this game for a long time. Riley will be playing at the next level. 2-0 from Wathen. Fastball, and Kinder was swinging on that and fouled it out of play. Aggressive approach from the 8-hitter.
He was sitting fastball 2-0, man. He wanted the fastball, he got it, and he was still behind it.
Well, Coach Edwards here just told Kinder, hey, hunt the fastball, find the fastball. And that is the motto if you're facing Brett Wathen, is just find that fastball.
Because
he's going to leave it up there.
He will. He does. He makes mistakes at times in the zone. The 2-1. Fastball in the dirt. That's a nice stop by Riley to keep the bases loaded and save a run. 3-1.
Man, that is something very small in a baseball game that is so large.
So hard to do.
People, especially on a fastball in the dirt, I mean, that is a big-time stop.
Oak Hill a pitch away from a run. 3-1, hits the zone, though, and Kinder took it. It was on the outside half. It runs the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, bases juiced. Here in the top of the 4th inning for Oak Hill and their best scoring chance of the day. The payoff. Fastball down and away, and Kinder is walked with the bases loaded. Wathen gives just his 5th walk away of the year, his 2nd of the day, and it's 7-2.
That's a big-time take right there. You got the bases loaded, a chance to get back in the game. That's hard to lay off a pitch that really, I mean, didn't miss by a ton.
No.
And man, that's a good AB there.
That was.
And as off balance as Oak Hill hitters have been today, that is got to be really hard to do.
But they've put together a couple of really quality ones. I mean, you think about the one that led off the inning. Here's a first pitch strike call.
And Eli Riley just went on there and talked to Brett after that walk. And Colin, to your point, if that visit would have came a couple pitches earlier, I wonder what the outcome would have been.
Fastball off the plate, 1-1. But you think about the at-bats in this inning. Stefanatos led off this inning with a tremendous AB, shortened up the swing, poked it into center. And that's another thing that goes overlooked in a tournament game that led off this big Oak Hill inning. Potentially a crooked number being put up here. 1 out, bases loaded, already a run across for the Golden Eagles. Well, that has been a strike, and it has not been a strike. 2-1 to Kean Height. And the Norwell fans getting a little frustrated.
I mean, in all honesty, that's probably below the zone.
He's down. Yeah, I agree.
But, man, he has called that a strike at times.
Swing and a miss. He blew it by the 9-hitter Height, and I don't see any reason to come back with anything other than that.
Man, he didn't swing at that one until it was in Riley's mitt. Just come back right back with that pitch. Holy smokes.
Height is a 271 hitter at the bottom of the order. Just 6 RBIs on the season. A couple of them standing out there right now. The 2-2. Fastball down and away, and it's run full against Height.
It kind of feels like this needs to be the last hitter for Wathen. He's kind of losing it a little bit. You got the top of the order.
Yeah, I was going to say, you go through the order a 3rd time here. You got, my guess would be Brody Bolin is next. He is the DH today, not playing defense. Payoff pitch is sliced foul. Height late again. Big situation here as the senior Wathen is laboring on the mound.
Huge. You don't want to walk the 9-hitter and flip that lineup card over. We talked about that back when Cade Shelton was up and had the bunt for a hit to flip the lineup card over. So if you're Brett here, just keep it in the zone.
3-2 once again. Fastball ground ball towards the second baseman. Takes a high hop for McBride. Flip to second for 1. Relay to first, not in time, and it gets in a run. But they get the runner at second. Hardcastle scores from 3rd. Deaton goes on to 3rd. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Here comes Dave Goodmiller. And I don't know if he's going to stop things here or what.
It's just the 1st and 3rd signs, all he's given.
Yep.
You know, an old Norwell baseball coach, Andy McLean, said baseball is a game of runs and outs, and you know, you're okay giving up a run and out.
Well, yeah, it's 7-2.
Yeah, and get yourself just one.
Especially the way they're swinging it right now.
Yeah, 1 out closer to getting out of this inning.
Top of the order, Drew Wagner. Pair of ground outs to short and second for him. Height's got good speed, digs in, ball 1. Height has a handful of stolen bases. Showcased the 3-point shooting ability at Norwell at the Castle earlier this year. 1-0 at the knees for a strike. Well, Height has dug in a couple times like he's going to go, but he's got a really short lead there at first. Keegan Deaton over at 3rd. I mean, that is as short a lead as you're going to get. He's kind of dancing around. The 1-1 pitch is popped up. First base side, Shelton towards the dugout. It's drifting and slicing when pushing it foul over the top of the Oak Hill dugout, 1-2. Well, the wind has picked up here in the last couple of moments. It's blowing kind of in from left. It's not that strong. It sounds a little bit stronger than it actually is. Now Shane Edwards will call time and talk to his leadoff hitter, Wagner.
Here's where you really got to count on your catcher, your senior catcher, going to play at the next level. You got to, I mean, honestly, that is a pretty big run over there at third base. It feels like that's a big run.
Yeah.
Trust him. Throw one in the dirt here. Throw a curveball in the dirt. All he's seen is fastball so far this AB. You may catch him off guard with a curveball here.
Wathen, a quick slide step to the plate, and he plumps Wagner. Tried to go inside to him. Wagner turned on it. It hits him. He's the 8th hit by pitch he's drawn this year. And now Dave Goodmiller is out of the dugout once again. And I think he's going to have a discussion with Mark Mettler. He has a few words with him. Don't know if it's lineup changes or what. Not sure. It also might have been a comment about the pitch here, him crowding the plate. We're obviously way too far away to tell. All right.
Well, I couldn't really tell if that last pitch was a curveball that just kind of backed up on him.
I don't know.
Because it didn't look like it had the speed of a fastball on it. And he was warming up before the game, and I saw him giving the little changeup or knuckleball, whatever you want to call it. He kind of gave the knuckleball, but it looked more like a changeup from the side. But I don't know. It didn't look like that had a curve on it at all. It kind of had a funky-looking spin.
Well, there in Brett's delivery, he's trying to slide step there, and I kind of saw him hit the dirt there on a slide step on the way back. So I don't know if that disrupted kind of the rhythm of that pitch too. But baseball's a game of inches, and just a little bit of a tick like that can throw the whole thing off.
Well, here's Mark Sevier. 0 for 2, ground out, strikeout. Wathen stays on the mound for Norwell. Bases loaded with 2 outs once again here for the Golden Eagles. First pitch misses down, and Wathen has really fallen behind some guys here. 71 pitches for Wathen here in the top of the 4th inning. This has been his most laborious inning by a mile. Didn't work all that hard the first, even though he gave out the 2-out double that put Oak Hill in front. 1-0 is off the plate.
This has got to be the last batter.
I agree. Well, by the way, both teams are down to 1 mound visit the rest of the game without a change, for whatever that's worth. There's a fastball at the knees, outside edge against Sevier. Sevier 304 on the year, 20 RBIs, 16 walks, 18 strikeouts. Another guy that strikes out as much as he walks, and vice versa. Line shot down the line, fair ball, it hits the chalk, and that's going to be extra bases for Sevier. 2 runs are in, they're waving a third. He's on to second, Sevier going to third, and the throw is late. It's a bases clearing triple for Mark Sevier, and Oak Hill's right back in it. What a shot right down the line. And all 3 runners come across, and Brett Wathen's day is going to be done. A mark on it at the end, and Oak Hill has responded with 5 in the top of the 4th. The tying run 90 feet away, and the Knights will turn to Brody Bolin, the sophomore, to try to get him out of the jam. Oak Hill has made it a ball game here at the 4th.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Well, of all those possible scenarios here today, I don't know if a shootout was at the top of the list, but that's what we found ourselves in. We're only in the fourth inning, and it's 7-6. Norwell got 3 in the first, 4 in the third. We thought those were big ones to potentially work towards putting this game out of reach. Norwell looked like they were starting to dominate, and then Wathen ran into trouble here in the fourth inning. A bases-clearing triple from Mark Sevier. Sevier tallying his first triple of the season. RBI number 23 makes it 7-6, and now the tying run down at third base for the Golden Eagles. First pitch from Brody Bolin is a changeup that misses high to Pierce. Pierce is as dangerous as they come. Walk and a strikeout. He's yet to put a ball in play here. Walked on 4 pitches in his first at bat. Struck out looking on a curveball the last time. Takes strike 1 at the knees. Man, it's amazing how quickly championship games can turn on a dime. That's what's happened. There's been a lot of mood swings for both teams in this game here today already. 1-1 popped up, foul territory. Riley will watch it go into the bleachers behind the plate. Six runs on 5 Oak Hill hits. 7 runs on 9 Norwell hits. Pierce behind 1 and 2. And he leans at this one and flies it foul. Boy, you want to talk about getting a crowd energized. That right down the line, Theron Butler right on it. It hit the line and bounced into the corner. And that was a rope, too. Tried to go upstairs with a pitch against Pierce, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, we're sitting amongst the Norwell crowd here, and to hear the life sucked out of the fans behind us.
Hurry. And he goes downstairs and gets Pierce to chase. Riley had a little trouble finding it, goes inside, throws out Pierce by a step. The Knights will hang on to the lead, but Oak Hill gets 5 runs in the top of the fourth inning. The Golden Eagles are right back in it. Shane Edwards fist pumps the fans on the way by. We've got a good one at Belmont.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Aiden Hardcastle back to the mound for Oak Hill. If you're just joining us, you've missed a lot. We've got 13 runs across here already in the contest. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Norwell leading 7-6. They're clinging to the lead now. They had led 7-1 going into the top of the inning, and then a bases-clearing triple for Mark Sevier, the right fielder, the two-hitter. Right down the line, a rope that hit the chalk, goes into the corner. It clears the bases, and then Norwell brings in Brody Bolin to strike out Evan Pierce for the second time today, and it strands the tying run at third, but it's 7-6. Now the heart of the order due up once again for Norwell. It's Rocco Haynes, Brody Bolin, Leighton Bailey once again, 3, 4, and 5. They hit around in the third, and it starts off with Haynes again here in the fourth.
And if you're a Norwell, just take a deep breath. You're still fine. We talked about some of the pitching struggles Oak Hill could have. So, you take a deep breath and grind out some at-bats out here. You can grow this lead again like you had it.
Strike call, top of the zone to Haynes. And the 0-1 pitch is a breaking pitch that's skied in the air towards center. Lollipop fly ball for Evan Pierce, who comes on to make the grab, 1 out.
What it really feels like you can't have if you're Norwell is just a 1-2-3 quick inning. You need to at least string out a base runner or two, get that momentum. Maybe not, just even it out at least a little bit here. You can't just go 1-2-3 or it feels like they may be in trouble coming into this 6th or 5th inning.
Well, you said Oak Hill was in trouble too going into the 4th, and now it's 7-6. But the
way the game was going, they were.
No, you're right. I think how important would it be if the Knights could scratch across just 1 run here, or at least a couple base runners make them work. First pitch curveball from Hardcastle. That was a slow one, and it drops in for a strike. Oh man. Bolin stands back in the box. Another curveball grounded towards third. It is fair, I think. Is it fair? It's foul.
Man.
Well, the third base umpire actually called that, but that was Mark Medler's call. Everything up to and including the bag is the home plate umpire's call. And past the bag is third. So a little confusion, 0-2.
Seems like we could have gotten a little more of emphatic of a foul call.
Well, I was looking at the wrong umpire.
Me too.
Well, actually,
you were looking at the right umpire.
Right. The strike 2. 3 curveballs, and that one drops down, and Nally couldn't hang on to it anyway. 1-2.
Bolin trying to throw a little chicken leg out there. Lean. Trying to get a base runner.
That's in the dirt. 2-2. 4 curveballs to Brody Bolin. By the way, Drew Wagner, how important was that hit by pitch? He turned on that thing. It clipped him just on the side of the hip on an inside fastball or what. It might have been an off-speed pitch. It was hard to tell. But it just barely clipped him. It extended the inning. 2-2 fastball. Paints the knees, and Bolin froze it.
He spits on a thigh-high fastball.
Just kind of froze him up. He had gotten so many curveballs in a row. He probably just kind of sped him up. It froze him a little bit. That can happen whenever you're a young hitter in a big spot and you've seen, 4 curveballs in a row.
Right. First pitch to Leighton Bailey is blown by him for a strike. Hardcastle's come back with renewed energy here in this 4th inning.
If Oak Hill is able to go 1 through 3 here, we're going to see Coach Edwards come alive.
Off speed, strike 2.
Got a little bit of a shift going on here.
They do. At 3 to the left side of the infield, the second baseman Wagner's playing just to the left side of the second base bag, and then Deaton is deeper in the hole. Kinder right on the line. The strike 2. Off speed, down and away, 1-2. What an interesting game we've had here today. This has been a really fun one to watch. Both teams trading blows. They're both offensive-minded teams, no doubt about that, but still have some of the top pitchers left in the pen, and they've both been touched up here today, all of them. That's just off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bailey. But these two teams have combined for 14 hits already today. 9 for the Knights and 5 for Oak Hill. Into the wind, Hardcastle's 2-2 pitch. Curveball called strike 3. It's dropped by Nally. He'll have to throw to first as it got away from him. Throws high, pulls him off the bag, but he gets back down in time to get Bailey by a step. It's a 1-2-3 inning, and Shane Edwards comes charging out of the dugout. We're on to the 5th. All the momentum with the Golden Eagles. They trail by a run on The Voice.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. Professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Well, if you came to baseball thinking there's not a lot of energy, it's a slow-paced game, it's a sectional title game, well, there's plenty of energy here in Decatur today. And Oak Hill has come all the way back. They're trailing now just by a run. It was 7-6 here after 5 runs in the top of the 4th by Oak Hill. You know, it'd be a long time since the last time that Norwell blew a 6-run lead in a game. It's been a long time. Years we're talking here. They haven't blown it just yet. The way everything's going, it feels like Oak Hill continues to have the momentum, and Boland's falling behind 2-0 to lead off the at-bat. There's a get-me-over strike.
Holy smokes, you got a hitter who's had a great day at the plate, and he takes a 2-0 fastball belt high right down the middle.
Popped up, foul territory, and out of play.
And then you chase one that's above the zone a little bit at the letters.
Going a little higher, Colin?
It's 2-2, so you can't go too high. As I always say, it has to be competitive here.
Right.
Fastball right in the zone, and it's popped up third base side. Bailey into foul territory toward the Norwell dugout, tracking it in front of the on-deck circle, and it hauls it in for out number 1.
Feels like a big out, doesn't it? Guy who's
massive.
had 2 great at-bats, 2 big hits for him, and you fall behind 2-0 and you still get him just to pop out on the infield. That feels like a big out.
Yeah, you can't relax just yet. Hardcastle, real good hitter. A lot of pop.
Ball 1 in the dirt. Boland's falling behind a couple hitters here. Hardcastle had a single last time up.
Boland has struggled to get ahead of hitters in some of his starts.
Fastball driven towards right, fairly deep. Wathen towards the line. Now he's coming in as the wind playing with that a little bit. Makes a basket catch in line with the flagpole out there about 10 feet in fair territory.
Well, that ball felt like it was hit a lot deeper off the bat, didn't it?
Yeah, I know.
The wind
Part of that was just us watching Wathen out there take a couple steps back and then anxiously taking a couple steps forward.
That looked like Kyle Schwarber out there taking a fly ball.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wind blowing a little bit left to right here today, in from left, if you will, although it's not impactful much at all. It has gusted at times. First pitch, fastball in the dirt to Reneker. Reneker walked and popped up on the infield with 2 men on last time. And, you know, as much as we were talking, Oak Hill with the momentum, back-to-back batters retired here in the top of the 5th. This pitch line towards left, sinking, and it's going to drop in front of Bussell. And the the first hit rather for Reneker today. First time he's been on.
Well, we talked about how much they like to steal. Do you think they test them right here?
Nah, I don't think so. I just don't. I mean,
with 2 outs, it may not be harmful.
Well,
that's my thought process.
You know Shane Edwards is as aggressive as they come. Deaton, the hitter, strike 1 to him.
He's not taking a very big lead over there.
Nah, you haven't seen Boland's move yet, and
that's true. Does it make a difference if it was still Wathen?
And Deaton had a pretty good hit last time, so.
Fouled away.
Now you might think about it. 0-2.
Boland stares in, shakes 2 signs, then has what he wants. Comes set, shoulder high, checks the runner at first, runner on the move, pitch high, throw down to second. He's going to be out by 10 miles. I understand your point about being aggressive, but there's just no chance on that play. Reneker didn't have a good jump anyway. Shane Edwards is frustrated, palms open, and we are through the top of the 5th. Norwell still leads 7-6 as Oak Hill runs themselves into the 3rd out on the bases here at Belmont.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Back here in Decatur, so glad you could join us here this afternoon on this Memorial Day. It's 7-6 Norwell in the bottom of the 5th inning. A lot of action in this one so far. It's been an offensive game to this point. A lot of big hits for both teams. And Brett Wathen will lead things off for Norwell here in the bottom of the 5th, looking to add to their 1-run lead, which at one time was 6. That's a delayed strike call by Mark Metler. That's the thing, is it has been a strike down there today, and it hasn't been. It's definitely low. Now, if it's getting called, it's not a frustrating thing. That's just gonna miss 1-1.
That's where you need a catcher who can stick one right there, because
You're gonna get it again.
I think you could have stolen a strike there if he's able to stick that.
Yep. There's a curveball that misses away, 2-1.
And we know Mark Metler. We've seen him around many times, and this is not an umpire that you really want to get up his can very much, because he does have an opportunity to make you pay.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, he has a tendency to hold it against you a little bit, doesn't he?
A little bit.
Well,
he's a good umpire. I mean, he's an umpire.
Oh, obviously. He's the number 1 in this sectional, and seems like he's over here a lot.
Yeah.
We've seen him and run into him a lot of times over the years. Here's a scorcher to the left side and through the infield, a base hit. Line drive. It dropped in shallow left, and Height will pick it up. 10th Norwell hit of the game.
All right, well, that's what you need. You need base runner.
Yep.
Get the momentum swung back a little bit. Maybe we see a steal or a bunt, something to get him over and build this lead a little bit. But, you know, that's exactly what Norwell needed. Get some momentum back away from Oak Hill.
How about a fake bunt and steal behind it? Just get the defense moving a little bit.
Bustle's not the bunt guy.
You're right, he is not. That's why he's fake bunt.
Right. Maybe.
Because then he's a pull hitter, and you can try to move the runner there on a ground ball. Right
Wathen's only got 1 stolen base this year. He is squaring to bunt, and he missed it.
That would have been the one to steal on, wouldn't it?
No kidding. That was not really well executed there.
He
doesn't
no
other way to put that.
He doesn't look very comfortable doing this, does he?
That's what I'm saying. That's what
it's been all year.
We said that. Well, yeah, and that's fine. You played to strength. This is a power hitter. Like, he's squaring a bunt again, and he missed it again. I just don't understand leaving the bunt on with a guy that strikes out a lot and has power. When he makes contact, he could shoot it. He could shoot it into gaps, and now he's behind in the count, right? For a big strikeout guy. Hardcastle comes to the plate with the 0-2. Bustle swings at it, pops it up, foul, and back out of play. 32 pitches for Hardcastle. The starter was removed in the bottom of the 3rd inning when Norwell hit the 3-run bomb by Brett Wathen, which how large is that looming at this point? Wathen, medium-sized lead at first. Hardcastle checks on him twice. Goes to the plate. 0-2, couldn't get Bustle to chase with a high fastball.
And if I'm Hardcastle here, I don't know if I'm straying away from the fastball at all. I don't think Bustle's going to be able to keep up with it.
Bustle moves up towards the front of the box. The 1-2. Breaking pitch, called strike 3. Second strikeout today for Bustle. 1 out here in the 5th.
Or just freeze him on a curveball.
Man, that ball was right down the middle, too.
Yeah.
Well, I just question the strategy there. Again, this has not been a Norwell team, frankly, top to bottom, and not to pick on Bustle, because there's been a lot of guys in this Norwell lineup that haven't been able to get down a bunt. There's a jump move to first. Had Wathen leaning, but he's back in safely.
You know, I was about to say that I'm a little surprised they haven't tested the catcher yet here with this one to see if you can't swipe a base. It looked like he was going right there, though.
Yeah. It might be off now.
Especially with the left-handed hitter up, may have been a pretty good time to try and swipe one.
And Wathen is off. McBride chases another high fastball, pops it up third base side, and that will make its way out of play.
That may have been a hit and run right there.
Maybe. Although McBride has chased a couple of those things today, but it would be hard to believe he chased one like that on a steal, on a straight steal.
This is a good hit and run hitter right here. Pokes a lot to that
he's
side.
Contact guy too.
Yep.
Fastball is hammered towards the gap in left center. Here comes Height on to make the grab. Boy, that was struck well. Wathen has to retreat quickly to first off the bat of McBride. But a line drive caught by Height. That's just the way things go sometimes. 2 out here in the 5th. That was one of the better hit balls of the day for either team here today. McBride absolutely tagged that thing. And now what? Dave Goodmiller is going to bring in Klein Neuenschwander again with 2 out. Okay, so actually it's a, oh yeah, right, because he's in right now. So he's a pitch runner here. Not that that's going to matter because he will re-enter. Now Cade Shelton will talk to Dave. Dave stealing the spotlight here for the last few moments. Shelton put down a beauty of a bunt last time and reached with a single. 10 hits for the Knights today. A 7-6 game in the bottom of the 5th. We're 90 minutes in, but there's been an action-packed couple innings here in today's contest. Shelton stands in with that wide open stance, the back of the box. Long, lengthy lefty. Wathen leaning a little bit again. Or actually, that's Neuenschwander now.
You got a guy who's played JV baseball all year, man. You think he's a little nervous over there in a tight game?
Yeah,
especially if he might be on the move here. Neuenschwander's not on the move. First pitch to Shelton. See, now that's gonna upset the Oak Hill folks a little bit, as that was in that spot where it has been a strike and it hasn't.
He did that little half strike where it looked like he was going to call the strike, and then he just kind of stood up.
It was right there on the edge. Fastball, driven foul.
Man, he just missed that one too.
Well, Shelton's still got, and part of it's just his body type, but he's got a relatively long swing path. But as a varsity hitter who's gotten 40-plus at-bats already this year, you can see the makings of a good hitter in the future. And he's got such good speed. He's got some power in him as well. Another toss to first. But Shelton's got the makings of a 4-year varsity player. Obviously, he started a lot of games as a freshman. Been good at first today and throughout the sectional.
Heck of a pitcher.
No kidding. 1-1 off-speed pitch, hammered again towards left. Height coming on, he'll play it on a hop. And Neuenschwander stops at second. Shelton goes the other way, his second hit of the day.
And a huge at-bat for a freshman to keep the train moving and flip that lineup card up to Eli Riley, who has got to be eager to hit right now. Just missed the ball in his last at-bat. And so Knights looking to roll here with 2.
Yeah, and he hasn't reached base yet today. Or I take that back. He hasn't had a hit yet. He hasn't walked, but a couple of pop-ups since then. A foul out and a fly out to deep center. The last time he just missed one.
Let's see if he can't get on top of one and drive one into that right center field gap. They kind of shade him to the left. I wouldn't mind seeing him try and stay back on a pitcher who may not be throwing as hard as that first guy. Try and put one right over the second baseman's head. Score a few runs.
First pitch from Hardcastle. Misses just low. Ball 1 to Riley. Oak Hill playing in their first 3A sectional here at Belmont. They have been ousted the last couple of years by Lewis Cass. Last time they were in a sectional, it was a bit of a bloodbath in that sectional semifinal game. That's just off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes to Riley. Lewis Cass beat him 20-3. They have only won 4 sectionals in their program's history. Norwell has won 16, their last being in 2017. The 2-0. Fastball, foul tip straight into the glove. They'll back pick the second. Neuenschwander back in.
Can't believe they did that.
You know that'll
asking to send one into center field right there.
They already had that happen once, and you do know that that'll elevate Klein Neuenschwander's heartbeat a little bit, though. No matter what happens, tough to settle in a sectional game, especially when you're just in there to run. Off speed, left side, base hit through the hole. Neuenschwander touches third. He's going to score. The throw comes in, and it's cut off. And it's a 2-out ground ball single. Eli Riley, a liner to the left side, makes it 8-6.
Hey, I'll take one to the left side too. That's a big time hit from your senior.
Yeah, big time hit from a big time player, and that's why he's playing at the next level at St. Francis, and a huge run to get you kind of another run cushion there.
Here comes Luke Graft, who's also good at going the other way. We've got a brief stoppage here. Everybody gets back to the bag. I don't know if Mark Metler was taking an extra second or what. Everybody just kind of stood around and looked at each other for a few moments. Now back ready to go. Graft is in the box from the left side. 2 singles already today, and he hammers this one to the left side on the line, sinking in front of Height, and he misplays it. It gets by him. Shelton's going to score. Riley, a hard turnaround third. They're going to send him. Throw comes into the infield. It's up the line. 2-run score, and the Knights are back up 10-6. Luke Graff shoots it the other way and scores 2. Riley all the way from first, and the Knights are up 4.
Break after break, the Knights continue to get on a break there with a little miscue there in left field, and able to get 2 more onto this lead. Keep the train moving. Now a very dangerous hitter. And Rocco Haynes up.
They scored a double for Graft. Rocco Haynes is 1 for 3. Chance to drive in another one here. Off-speed pitch hits the outside edge for a called strike. And you know what? Here's the next thing is, how much does it matter that all these things have come with 2 outs? 3 2-out runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning to make it 10-6. Another breaking ball. Just missed. Oak Hill's got to be frustrated. They just can't quite get out of this 5th inning because they are right back in this thing. Norwell's taken some of the momentum back. Off-speed pitch hammered high and deep towards left. Going back is Height towards the wall. He's out of room and it's gone! It's a 2-run shot for Rocco Haynes, his 2nd home run of the tournament, and it makes it 12-6. Hits it out on Monroe Street, Norwell's 2nd home run of the game.
Just too many curveballs, man. That was the 3rd one in a row they threw to him. He was sitting on it, they hung it, and he got under that one and really hit it high and deep, a majestic shot. Just too many curveballs, man, and he was sitting on it. That's a good hitter right there, and you can't triple up on a pitch like that.
Yeah, and you want to talk about a guy that has fun playing the game. It is Rocco Haynes all the way. He's all smiles coming around third there. A nice high five and a tap on the rear by Coach Goodmiller, and all smiles at home plate. I'd extend the lead back out to 6.
Ball 1 to Bolin, and I'm glad he hit that to deep left because it's been on my case since game 2 about him going the other way. He had the opposite field home run on Saturday in the 1st inning. That's down and away, 2-0, and how quickly has this thing unraveled again for the Golden Eagles? They were right in this game. It was 7-6, 5 runs in the top of the 4th. The Knights have answered with 5 of their own in the bottom of this 5th inning, all with 2 outs.
Yeah, and hits can tell the story, and the Knights led considerably on hit totals. Yep. And, this is a team that the bats have come in this tournament so far. And so, the ability to just be able to hit with 2 outs is huge. And we talked about timely hitting, and Knights are showing it here.
And to me, it seems like the approaches have gotten better from a week ago as well.
Get me over fastball, call a strike, 3-1 to Bolin. Norwell has now scored in double digits in all 3 of their sectional games here.
And you have to know a coach like Coach Goodmiller will address something like that whenever you have a week off and you haven't scored as many runs as you would like in the last few games of the regular season. Somebody as experienced in baseball as Coach Goodmiller is, he'll address batting approaches like that.
Brody Bolin will be courtesy run for by Nathaniel Whirling here. Comes Leighton Bailey, 1 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice. Single to the left side, strikeout looking last time up. First pitch to Bailey is a fastball, and they'll pick to first. Nice scoop down there by Reneker to keep that thing on the infield.
That thing was squeaked by. There's a lot of room down there, and the right fielder is basically in right center field and did not even take a step. So
another pick off the first.
Close all day.
Whirling was a little slow getting back.
Those bench guys need to jog it out to the pole once or twice or something. There seems like they're in quicksand a little bit.
The strike one to Bailey. Fastball high and tight, 1-1. At this point, though, if you're Oak Hill and you realize, well, first of all, they only got one pitching visit left, but there's just not much past Hardcastle.
No, yeah.
And you're just kind of at your end of the rope here. Off speed, down and away, 2-1. He falls behind Bailey now. Hardcastle comes back with a fastball that's low and away. Well, it hasn't been the walks that have come back to bite Oak Hill today like we thought it had the potential to be. It's been the long ball. 3-run homer from Brett Wathen, a 2-run shot from Rocco Haynes to pour on a big inning. 12-6 here in the 5th inning. Fastball grounded towards third. Diving attempt given by Kinder, and it's fair. It goes over the bag and into shallow left, and Whirling goes first to third. On to second goes the hitter, Leighton Bailey, for a double. Ground ball just inside the bag.
Yeah, that's one of those hits right there that kind of dives down the line. A lot long run there for the left fielder. Height and good base running there by Norwell Knights to move up an extra base with a very dangerous hitter up.
If we keep this train rolling long enough, we may end up seeing a run rule.
Well, you're back to Wathen again, who you don't want to pitch to him. Honestly, I know it's 12-6, but if I'm Shane Edwards, I'm thinking about putting Wathen on here and then taking my chances with Bussell, because Bussell has looked uncomfortable for the most part here today. He does have a couple of big hits in the sectional, but they're going to try to pitch to him. Hardcastle from the windup. Ball one, it goes to the backstop. Whirling got a late break. They'll throw to the plate, and it's up the line, and a run will score. Whirling in from third to make it 13-6 in the wild pitch.
Ooh, a good throw from the catcher may have him right there.
Oh, definitely.
Would've. Well, Norwell takes a chance and gets rewarded. Just cannot quite get out of this inning, and it has been a bad one. 6 runs in the 5th inning for Norwell to re-extend their lead to a much more comfortable margin. Although we know we saw the Oak Hill hitters come alive once. Fastball popped up by Wathen. Foul out of play, first base side. Ball and a strike to him with Leighton Bailey now 90 feet away. Drew Bussell waits on deck. Wathen 2 for 2, a walk, a single, and a 3-run homer. It's about as good of a day as you can hope for in a sectional championship. And after all the struggles that he had, he's still in line for the win. Breaking pitch high, 2-1.
And how many swings have we had in this game? You know, you got Oak Hill coming out of the gates, getting a 2-out RBI.
Yeah.
Norwell scoring 3, and then 4 to go up 7-1, and then Oak Hill comes charging back, and it looks like they're going to take the lead there in the top of this inning.
Yeah.
And then Norwell's able to shut them out. Now we score 6.
Yeah, and Colin, it's just been big time plays, big time hits coming in from experienced players, understanding what to do in a sectional. Norwell's got 15 hits today. 3-1 pitch to Wathen, and that's inside. No chance for Wathen there, and he's going to reach now.
Well, it also feels like a lot of this inning has been with 2 outs as well.
It's all been with two
All been
outs.
with two outs.
All the runs have been with 2 outs. They put themselves in a position earlier in the inning, but all the runs have come with 2 outs, all 6 of them. So with that known, that is, let's see here. Actually, no. The first 2 guys were retired. So that's 8 straight that have reached for Norwell with 2 outs. First pitch to Bustle, popped up, and out of range of us, but foul. Well, technically speaking, a long drive here could end the game. Well, it's not all that far away from their 17th sectional championship. Strike 1 to Bustle. Way high, it goes off the glove of the catcher. Quick move by Bailey, and he's in. Head first slide, 14-6. This inning has just completely come apart for the Golden Eagles. 7 runs with 2 outs here in the 5th. It's got to be frustrating for Oak Hill, who felt like they were right in the game. They were competing at a high level. 5 big runs in the top of the 4th inning to draw right back to almost even. And then all this with 2 outs in this 5th inning. Swing and a miss, Bustle behind it, 1-2. Oak Hill came in winning a couple games before the sectional. Close losses to Madison, Grant, Peru, and Frankton in the back half of the season, but they went 21-6. Very respectable record in the regular season. 1-2 just misses inside. 2-2 to Bustle. Norwell is on a 5-game win streak, including the 2 wins in the sectional. Belmont, Columbia City, Northrop. In the final week of the regular season, they won all 3 of them. Their back-to-back conference losses, tight margins to Huntington North and East Noble. 2-2, Wathen out at second. And it hits Bustle. And that gets it back around to McBride. 9 in a row have reached.
Coach Edwards,
you got to do it,
You got to
man.
go somewhere else.
You got to try something else. 9 straight with 2 outs. And now the winning run is at first base for the Knights. Shane Edwards is out there talking with his entire infield. He's having a conversation with Aiden Hardcastle, the senior.
I mean, Hardcastle's up at 67, 66 pitches.
67, yeah.
And pretty short amount of work here.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple innings.
He's leaving him in. Well, now Shane Edwards is out of visits, for whatever that's worth. Although it's probably not going to matter toward the back
He's
half
giving
of
it
the
to
game.
Mettler right now a little bit.
Was he barking at him?
No, I think he was.
I think he was saying
I
he
think
was out of
Mettler was
visits.
saying out of visits. He's like, yeah, I got it.
Looked like the coach started that little.
Maybe. Well, I think, again, you got to know what you're doing and who you're dealing with. First pitch to Luke McBride is popped up. Going back to the infield. Wagner drifting back. He's having a little trouble and falls down but makes the catch and hangs on to it. If he drops that, the game might be over. Norwell gets 7 runs in the bottom of the 5th and once again feel comfortable heading into the 6th, leading 14-6 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. A professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
We're in the top of the 6th inning here at Belmont championship game. Norwell leading 14-6. First pitch is driven towards center, towards the gap, and that will drop. Brett Wathen kind of gave it a half effort on the first pitch, and that's extra bases for Keegan Deaton, a leadoff double in the 6th. Well, they've come back once. We'll see if they've got one more comeback in them. And they started off the right way with an extra base hit.
Can we please not do this if we're Norwell? Can we just have a quick inning?
Now, it's hard to do. It's a championship game. Again, this is sectional.
And you know they're not going to want to quit over there in that open
No,
dugout.
not at all, especially as far as they've come in this game. Ball one away from Bolin. Now, quick time called by Eli Riley. I think that's a good job there. As he'll try to talk to his sophomore pitcher. Just a quick word with him. Yeah, they've got an 8-run hole to dig themselves out of here. And they've got 6 outs to deal with. It's been done before. 1-0, ground ball left side. It is fielded, bobbled by Haynes. And again, we talked about how important it is to charge. And that just kind of rolled up his sleeve there. And the first 2 men have reached for Oak Hill.
And Colin touched on it earlier. It's a field. You got to charge it if you can. This field will eat up ground balls. This field is full of just divots and landmines everywhere. You got to charge it. This ball's going to move. It's not just going to stay in one straight path to you.
I've played in a lot of baseball games on this field, and it is the grass is thick, and there are some pebbles there in the dirt. Man, this is. We've touched on it before, I don't know if we were on the air or not, but I just can't believe Belmont has a sectional every once in a while with this field.
Look, it has a great setup.
It does.
We're always thankful for the hospitality that Dale Maness provides. Dale is definitely one of the good guys as far as ADs are concerned.
And I'm not speaking against him.
Right.
No,
exactly. There's only so much you can do outside of laying down turf or something like that on the infield. No balls and 2 strikes here to Kean Height, the 9-hitter. He reaches out and stabs it foul. But allegedly, there are some plans for new press box behind the plate and both seating to both sides, which would change the setup here at Belmont a little bit. Might change our location. 0-2, couldn't get him to chase up top. Might keep us on the air when it's threatening to rain, which always seems to be the case in this sectional. Of course, a lot of that's the time of year. Temperature certainly warmed up today. It is in the lower 70s, but it's not unbearably hot like it is sometimes. 1-2, swing and a miss. Height down on a pitch. Well, you say foul ball. Okay, so apparently Height got a piece of that thing, and it was in the dirt. Fortunate for Height to stay alive, but that's important. Still nobody out, 2 on for Oak Hill in the top of the 6th inning.
Going back to the Coach McLean saying outs and runs. Yep. Right now, if you're Norwell, you're just looking for outs.
Fastball in the dirt.
And you probably don't care if you give up a run in the process of it.
As much as you're kind of looking at the scoreboard, doing some math, and your quick normal math tells you 2 runs get you out of here, you need outs. You need 3 outs and just keep this game moving.
In the dirt again.
Sectional championships don't come easy. And
no, they don't.
You don't care if it's a 14-0 game or a 14-13 game.
Right. And you have the 9-hitter 3-2 right now, and you got to go right at him.
You got to throw a strike here because Wagner's waiting on deck and he's hungry. Fastball, ground ball towards the third base side, and it is a diving attempt given by Bailey. Haynes over to keep it on the infield, but that's an infield single on a ground ball for Kean Height, and the bases are juiced with nobody out.
Dinks and dunks might keep Oak Hill moving here.
It's the name of the game. Put the ball in play.
I mean, after that 4th inning, if you're Norwell, you can't get too comfortable.
No.
I mean, if they put up another 5 spot, it's just a 3-run game.
Right.
Yeah, again, especially with a start like this, now you're at the top of the order. They're right in this thing. They're still not done. There's a strike call at the bottom of the knees against Wagner.
So if you're Brody Bolin, just bear down right here. Got to keep executing pitches. If you're Eli Riley, can't relax here. You got to still have great sequences like you've had basically this whole game until Brett got shelled.
I was going to say, speaking from experience, you never feel comfortable in these types of games. I mean,
can't, yeah.
When we beat, what was it, Belmont that one time, I think it might have been the sectional semifinal my senior year. I think we 10-runned them earlier in the season, and we were getting beat at some point during that game. So you never feel comfortable.
Bolin doesn't get the call there. It's 2-1, and look, it's a championship game, so everybody's going to be a little bit on edge from both fan bases. 2-1, driven down the left field line and foul. Wagner turned on that thing, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. A base hit here, though, could open things up for Oak Hill, and the door has yet to be slammed shut from the Norwell defense.
Colin Schwartz, where are you going here?
You got to go curveball, especially since he was out front right there.
I agree.
2-2 in the dirt. Nice stop by Riley.
Well, he got the curveball. He only threw it about 55 feet, but threw the curveball.
Now you've got yourself in a situation where it's 3-2. Bases are loaded, nobody out. 14-6, top of the 6th. Sectional championship in Decatur. Payoff. Ground ball up the middle towards Haynes. He gloves it, throws on the run across his body, and he doesn't get Wagner an infield single. And that scores a run. And the train continues to move here for Oak Hill.
This is when I really regret forgetting my iPad to keep the book today, but crap, they haven't had very many even leave the infield in this inning.
No. This is kind of what happened against Belmont, though, on Saturday.
I mean, they got 9 hits, and I think a third of them have been infield hits.
First pitch to Severe is out of play, but
you got to be careful here.
No kidding. This guy was up last time in a big situation, and he roped one right off the chalk.
Yeah, if I'm Brett Watson, I might be shading a little bit more that way.
I agree. Remember, he got around on Watson, and Bolin doesn't have quite as much velocity. Ground ball right down the line. It's stopped by Shelton. He keeps it in front of him. Will step on the bag for the first out.
Yep.
And it scores another run. It makes it 14-8, pushes runners to second and third, now 1 out.
You will live with that.
100%.
Now you just need to focus on getting this out. This is a big out right here because a 14-8 game in the 7th inning is a lot different from a 14-10 game, especially with the way Oak Hill has swung the bats today.
Well, and Evan Pierce wants a hit. A walk and 2 strikeouts for a 450 hitter. You know this guy's got it in his bat. 41 RBIs, 6 home runs. There's a check swing, and he went too far.
And you have another excellent hitter on the on-deck circle for Oak Hill as well, who's already had a pretty big day.
Yeah, Stephanopoulos has been good, the DH and the cleanup hitter.
That's a good start, though. It looks like he has him off balance. He's able to get him to check his swing and go around on a curveball.
Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Swung out of his shoes. Pierce tried to make it 14-11.
This is where having a senior catcher is very, very helpful if you're Norwell, and a good one at Riley, is he's able to call the pitches back there, and he looks very uncomfortable up at the plate right now.
Bolin comes set, shoulder high, has his sign. 0-2 pitch. Fastball grounded towards third, foul.
Would you go up here? Would you go up with a
asking
fastball?
Me, you're the catcher. You guys are both catchers.
I think I would spin one, actually, now that I think about it for a second, because a high fastball against Bolin, I think he could get around on it.
The 0-2. Drops foul. Back to the screen.
You got to do something here, though. Set him up with something. Because I don't know if you don't want to miss in the zone, that's for sure.
Could you get the hat trick of strikeouts here to Evan Pierce? It's driven to the left side, down the line, a base hit, and 2 runs are going to score. Wagner around third, he touches the inside of the bag. Double for Evan Pierce. You knew it was coming at some point, and he makes it 14-10. Oak Hill continues to hang around.
What did I say right before that pitch?
Right.
You don't want to miss in the zone to the 3-hitter. Man.
A guy that can't make you pay and did.
And you blink your eyes and it's 14-10 now.
And then you got another great hitter up at the plate. You almost got to think about putting him on here. I don't know. That puts another runner up on the bases, though.
Hardcastle's got a hit behind him as well. 2 for 3, double, single, fly out.
Dang, you just can't miss in the zone right there. It can't happen.
Big wave and a miss. Had Stefanatos out on his front foot.
You'd rather him throw it 25 feet than throw a fastball or a hanging curveball there.
Yep.
I mean, good night. Sorry, I'm a little worked up over that one.
Nah, that's understandable.
Check swing off the cap of the bat, foul.
Well, here we are, same predicament.
Yep. We have had 25 hits in this game and 24 runs. It's 14-10 in the top of the 6th. Approaching 2 hours into this contest. Norwell and Oak Hill. Norwell with much more baseball pedigree as far as sectional championships go. And they've been in this sectional forever. Oak Hill is the new member this year. The strike 2. Off-speed pitch misses high, 1-2. But Oak Hill's had a 21-6 regular season. This is a gritty group that will not go away. They have kept base runners on here today, and they're thinking about getting back into this thing. That's not anywhere close. 2-2. Bowling actually wasn't that far away from balking right there.
And you're not really setting up anything there with that pitch.
Absolutely not.
You're not, giving him a look of more of a fastball. You're not giving him more of a look of a good curveball.
And now you're back in a case where you got to throw a strike.
2-2. Just down, 3-2. Nice hold by Stefanatos. He's had that happen a couple times to him today.
It's not a bad pitch.
That's a really
good
pitch.
That's just good hold. Stefanatos has had some really good at-bats today.
If you remember, he had that one on a 2-strike. He had that single where he just slapped it out there.
Payoff. Inside, and Stefanatos walks. Gosh, we're getting close to having a tying run come up again. It's in the hole right now. Here comes Dave Goodmiller.
If you're Coach Goodmiller, I don't know who you have next in the bag, but
I don't know, fellas. I think
yeah, you might go Shelton. Might go lefty.
I don't know. I would think
see a couple.
I would think Leighton
I think you got to go Shelton. That would be my pick.
Well, I think Shelton is coming on. The freshman is going to get a chance here in a huge situation. Oak Hill will not go away. It's 14-10, and they're threatening to get right back in it once again here in the 6th inning of a sectional title game on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Well, we're in the top of the 6th. These guys continue to have, really both teams have had trouble getting out of innings, and we've had a shootout here today. It is 14-10. Norwell is still on top, and they have turned to the freshman Cade Shelton, who we were talking earlier and never got to mention the stat, which I'm glad to bring this up in a sectional game with a championship on the line. 16 innings of work, and he hasn't given up an earned run yet this year. And, again, that, to me, I was looking at the state records here today, and you're talking about close to 3 or 4 guys have ever done that. I don't know what the qualifying innings on that was, but most of those guys were in the late 90s across the state. Jared Parker's in that conversation in the top 10 in ERA for a season. So without qualifying innings, he's got 16 of them. The 2 on base are not his, but are important right now because the Knights need outs. Aiden Hardcastle's a hitter who does have a hit here today. 1 for 3 on a line drive, base hit to left. His only hit, a strikeout and a flyout to complement that. First pitch strike at the bottom of the knees. Shelton's
Great pitch
another
start there by
yeah,
Shelton.
Shelton's another strike thrower, 3-0 on the year, making his 6th appearance, 21 strikeouts, just 5 walks. He's a guy that puts it in the zone often as well. Lengthy left-hander.
When he uses that height to his advantage and strides out, he's really, really good.
The
Staying in
strike
the
one.
zone.
Breaking ball, called a strike 2. It really does. He can generate a lot of downward motion there. Big, tall lefty. Still learning how to pitch as well. Didn't pitch a lot in travel baseball, by the way, so doesn't have all that much experience. Comes back with a fastball. It's down and away.
I think if you go elevated fastball here, you could get a swing and a miss.
See what Eli Riley, the senior catcher, calls. There it is, and he jams him back of the infield. Shortstop Haynes can't make the grab. He can throw to third and get the force out. He will calm himself down and make a nice play as he couldn't make the grab running towards the back of the infield. Might have caught the edge of the lip there, sat down on his rear end, and then threw Pierce out to force him at third.
First base, number 10, Tyler Renaker.
Here comes Tyler Renaker. Boy, I was just thinking about, you had runners at first and second there with less than 2 outs. I thought about the people that could have come unglued if that was called an infield fly. First pitch called a strike. Been in that situation a couple times. That was not routine by any stretch, obviously. Of course, it does happen from time to time where it is routine and it still isn't caught, and that causes all kinds of problems. Shelton comes set, checks the runner at second twice, delivers the strike 1 pitch, a curveball that's outside, 1-1. Renaker has reached twice, a walk and a single for him, popped it up back in the 3rd inning. Actually, that was the 4th inning. The 1-1. Fastball hits the knees, called strike 2. Knights are 1 strike away from getting out of here, and what a big situation, and how much trust you have in a freshman to bring a guy in a sectional championship game, try to hold down a couple of runners, inherited runners at that. 1-2. Fastball fouled away.
The freshman shook off the senior catcher there on that pitch.
It's bold.
It could be a sign. That could be a sign. I had that too. You just give him the thumb, shake it. It's a good way to mess with a batter's mind. Get him thinking maybe a curveball's coming after that.
Comes back with a curveball, but leaves it elevated. 2-2. Ooh. They backpick to first, and Hardcastle's in there. Well, that is an Eli Riley special, going back down to first. He has done that a number of times this year. Did it to Mississinawa on Saturday. Ole Miss had all kinds of trouble on the bases. 2-2 still to Renaker, the 6th pitch of the at-bat coming up. It's a fastball, and it's fouled away. Nice at-bat put together here by Tyler Renaker. Renaker, a junior, .333 hitter, 17 RBIs.
He's a little behind it. Wouldn't mind seeing him try and go up and in. Still in the strike zone, but up and in, you might get a jam shot off the handle.
Well, that was off the handle, but it's foul.
He went up with it, too.
Yep.
Now may not be a bad time to snap off another curveball, especially since it's looked good. I know he hung the last one up a little high, but he's thrown a few nice ones here today, too.
Yeah, I love that call, Colin. Just straight out here and snap it off.
Quickly to the plate, 2-2.
Got him.
Fastball hits the knees at the corner and strikes out Renaker. Cade Shelton, the freshman, disposes of Hardcastle and Renaker, and he gets the Knights out of the big jam, and they'll hang on to a 4-run lead
just blow it
heading
by
to
him.
the bottom of the 6th on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension? Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. A professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Tyler Reneker is the new arm for Oak Hill as they have gone to a pitching change. Aiden Hartcastle will just move right on over to first, so another straight change there. Leo is the Garrett champion after beating Lures 6-2 in the championship game up there. Homestead won 9-1 over Columbia City in the championship game there. So just one team to round out today, and that comes from the Yorktown sectional, and they are playing 3 games down there today. So first 2 games and then a championship here tonight will take place down in the Yorktown sectional. Winner of that will take on Leo in the 11 a.m. game next Saturday here at Belmont. Cade Shelton is the man that'll lead things off after getting 2 big outs in back-to-back fashion, top of the 6th inning with 2 inherited runners, and it's 14-10. Norwell hangs on to a 4-run lead, and Oak Hill's down to their final 3 outs.
Are they expecting a bunt here?
Again? Well, they've got Kinder pulled way in on the cutout. He's not going to bunt. Strike 1.
No, Shelton's put a couple good swings on today, so I mean, this is a guy that could bust a tooth here. It's one of these corner guys.
Oh, right back up the middle into center for a base hit. Shelton's putting together a heck of a sectional title game. That makes him 3 for 4, a bunt, single, and 2 extra singles. Put the ball in play 4 times, and he's come on potentially to nail down the final couple outs. What a day for the freshman.
So now you got the top of the lineup.
That's right, and Lane Lewis is going to courtesy run for him.
Freshman, Lane Lewis.
That's right, freshman for a freshman.
And Lane's a guy to watch here in the next couple of years. He's going to be real good.
He'll be joining
Dave Goodmiller in the middle of that infield.
Yeah, and he'll be joining Shelton in the rotation as well. Uh-oh, he got him. Well, so much for talking him up. He gets picked off at first, and I think Jamie Feldizer having a quick word with Theron Butler down there, and that will wipe the bases empty.
He didn't even slide.
He tried to, tried to lunge back in there. First pitch to Riley misses downstairs.
Lane Lewis gets in the book, gets himself out of the book.
Oh, and that hits Riley. Riley has now been hit for the 10th time this year. That's the most on the team, although that one much less aggressive than a couple of the other ones we've seen. Who was that against? Maybe Concordia? I can't remember. I don't know. I'd have to go back and think about it, but I think it might have been DeKalb. In any case, he is hit by a pitch here for the 10th time this year. Now he goes back, and now the throw gets up the line. That should be obstruction going to second. It is not obstruction. It doesn't matter because he gets to second anyway. But that should have been obstruction. In any case, Riley's safe at second. So Reneker getting a little too excited, trying to pick off guys. Yeah. Well, here's the other thing, is that's an error.
For sure.
They have had issues, Oak Hill has, as that misses down and in, getting different guys out of the bullpen. Reneker was the starter, and I honestly didn't know if he was going to be available or not today. Would have had to have been under 60 pitches in 3 2/3, which is certainly fathomable. Swing and a miss to Graff.
What are we doing?
That's what I was just thinking. Throws it down to second for some reason, because Riley's maybe the best base runner on the team. And I don't think he's going to get picked off down there. You know what? I think how much of that's recency bias, seeing the freshmen get picked off and saying, hey, now we got a chance.
Thinking too.
Off-speed pitch, grounded foul towards the Oak Hill dugout. In fact, it makes contact with the face of it. Riley out at second with 1 out, and Norwell up 4. In the bottom of the 6th, he lunges at this thing and pops it up shallow center. Pierce coming on. It'll drop in front of Height, even though he gave a diving effort. Pierce quickly comes in to throw it in, and Riley had to be tight around the third base bag to hang on and dive back in head first. That's Norwell's 17th hit of the day. Puts runners on the corners with 1 out.
Yeah, I was about to say before that pitch, Luke Graff is not a guy that's going to really strike out much. If you're Reneker, you got to be careful, and shows there just nice. Luke Graff just does such a good job of getting the hands out in the zone and making contact and shooting the other way with 2 strikes. Just
That's a great approach.
Great approach.
10 strikeouts on the year for Graff and 15 walks.
I think he'll be a guy that will sneak up a spot in the lineup and be your 1 guy.
Oh, he's got so much speed. Imagine him running in front of nobody.
Right.
There's Paco half attempted to bunt there and pulls it back. The pitch was a ball, down and away. And Luke Graff steals second without a throw.
See if Rocco can go yard and make it a touchdown lead.
This has been quite the game.
And this would be a football score.
Uh-oh. Sent high and deep towards left, but he got around on it too fast. It's foul.
Took the field goal attempt.
This has been the highest scoring game of the year for Norwell by a wide margin. Okay, not that wide. Swing and a miss. Concordia was 16-7. 23 runs in that game, but it's the first game both teams have scored in double digits. Can't imagine that's happened too many times in a sectional game, especially a sectional championship, in any of Norwell's 16 sectional titles. Fastball fouled away. Well, we were talking about this, Colin, the other day. The 4-year drought, which is technically only 3 because there was no tournament last year, is a long drought in Norwell in the program without a sectional win. Sectional championship, 1-2 pitch is flown out towards left. This should get the run in. Riley tagging from third. Pierce is coming over from center. Instead, it's hauled in by the left fielder, Height. Retreating to second is Graff. Scoring from third is Riley. Sacrifice fly for Rocco Haynes to make it 15-10.
Number 26.
Well, good piece of hitting there. You had 2 strikes. You need to get a productive out of some sort there.
Well over the 2-hour mark here today. This game has dragged on quite a long time, but what you can expect with 27 hits. Off-speed pitch is flown out into center, and Poland just missed that. But Pierce is calling everybody off, reaches up, makes a head-high grab, and that will retire the side. The Knights are 3 outs away from a sectional championship, up 5 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Last call for Oak Hill, top of the 7th inning. Norwell up 15-10 as they're trying to hang on for a sectional championship. They have led by they led by 6 once, and they led by 8 at a different time, and are now up 15-10 in this 7th inning. There have been crooked numbers galore in this game. Norwell scratched across a run in the bottom of the 6th there on a sacrifice fly from Rocco Haynes to add to their already sizable lead. But until that, especially on a day like today, and it's a championship and nothing's ever over, but in this kind of a game where the hits have just been flying for both teams, you have got to bear down and get a couple outs here early in the inning, or things can stretch on in a hurry. Keegan Deaton, Dale Kinder, Kean Height, bottom third here for the Golden Eagles.
And that's good news for the Knights. You do have bottom third coming up, so don't look to mess around here too much.
Well, the problem is Deaton has 2 hits.
That is the problem.
He's due to make an out then.
First pitch fastball away.
I like the way you think, Schwartzy. I like the way you think.
Shelton attacks the zone. He got Hardcastle and Reneker to end the top of the 6th inning with 2 runners on, but he's fallen behind Deaton 2-0. This was a problem with Bolin in several hitters. Not necessarily walking guys, but falling behind. There's a get-me-over fastball just above the belt, called a strike. Lower 70s, the sun's shining now here at Belmont. Really nice crowd on hand for this sectional championship game on Memorial Day. 2-1's well high. It's always nice, this traditions of baseball and being blessed to be involved in the Norwell program, who's in this position a lot on this Memorial Day, but it's such a great day to have a sectional championship. Swing and a miss by Deaton to make it 3-2. Little day baseball to finish things out in a sectional championship. 3 balls, 2 strikes, Deaton, leadoff hitter in the 7th. Fastball fouled straight back, Deaton catches just a piece. Swing and a miss. Down goes Deaton for out number 1. Blew by a fastball.
And you got your guy. You got your guy here. Now you're 8-9 hitters that haven't killed you as much as Deaton has today.
Kinder is the hitter now, 0 for 2, ground out, walk, hit an error. Reached on an error, first pitch to him, hits the knees, called a ball.
Maybe sometime today he'll establish that zone down there.
Oh, you can't say that, but now that we're beyond the point of that at this point. It's 1-1 now as Shelton comes right back with another fastball.
Might be one of the best Wells County Boys College sports lines yet.
Looking forward to the regional crew next week. Swing and a miss, and Kinder's behind 1-2.
Getting dragged to a wedding at that one, fellas.
Right.
Now will also be out of town, so he might be solo.
Hey, that's the way we roll.
Why don't you invite Andy McLean down?
Well, they lost today, so the 1-2 pitch, fastball down. Although they put together a nice tournament run there at Lawrence Central.
Yeah, they did.
Lost to Cathedral today.
Boy, that's a tough team to run into, isn't it?
That's what it is down there. They just kind of get hosed with that kind of stuff. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Dale Kinder with 1 out, bases empty, and that's swung at and fouled away, out of play.
You know who would join you next week? Mike McBride. He's been asking for it.
Mike has been asking. Coach McBride stationed
dead center.
Yeah, right close to the front row here behind the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, fastball high, 3-2. Shelton has gone full to the 8-hitter Kinder, but that first strikeout just changes everything, does it not? I mean, it just
makes
does.
you feel better.
Right. It just 3-2, and he comes back with another fastball and gets it by Kinder. And 2 are gone here in the
throw
7th.
into left field.
Now the Knights are 1 out away from a sectional title. Boy, after an unprecedented 2020 where nobody got to play, the Knights had a gap year there, and all the seniors and everything got hosed last year, but there's lots of guys that were willing to be in this spot, wanted to be here once again. Swing and a miss to Kean Height, starts him off with a fastball.
Just don't even mess around. Just pump 2 more fastballs right through him here. He's had trouble catching up to velocity all day. Just keep the fastballs coming.
I mean, his one single was an infield single.
It's ground ball. Strike 1, just missed upstairs, 1-1. Nice take by Height. Top of the order waits on deck for Oak Hill, but 2 are out here, and they're down to their final out, down 5. Sectional title game, 15-10 Norwell. 1-1 pitch. Fastball at the knees, strike 2 to Height.
I don't even know if I think about going out of the zone here. I think I'd just pump another strike in there.
Norwell faithful trying to get a little noise here with 2 strikes.
Ball and 2 strikes. Off speed, chest swing, and he taps it foul.
That's just mean. I mean, that is just mean. I can't believe they called it curveball there.
I can't either.
Man.
Norwell fans trying to make some noise. 1-2. Ooh. Man. Riley almost held on to that thing, too.
They wanted it there. They wanted it there.
Yeah. More opportunities.
Will come once more.
The 1-2. Breaking pitch off the plate, 2-2.
Come on, Mark.
Get me out of here, Mark. You got to find the most competitive 2-2 pitch you've ever found in your life right here, Case Shelton.
You are so right.
There it is, and he blew him away, and the Knights win the sectional. He strikes out the bottom of the order, in the 7th, and Norwell wins 15-10 to claim their 17th sectional title in program history. Norwell advances to the regional round next week. They're 18-9. Oak Hill sees their season come to a close at 21-7. It was an admirable effort by the Golden Eagles today, who almost closed the gap twice. 2 huge holes. They were down 6 and they were down 8. But, man, how tough was it for Oak Hill to take the loss here today? The 2 teams will shake hands or fist bump or whatever. Also a nice sight to see following the COVID restrictions pretty much all year. But Norwell wins 15-10 here on 3 strikeouts in the 7th inning by Cade Shelton. He comes in and he slams the door. The freshman has 3 hits today and actually is going to be credited with the save. He came in with the tying run on deck, so he does get a save, his first ever save as a varsity player. And Norwell outlasts Oak Hill today in a sectional championship. That was bonkers from start to finish.
Yeah, you know, normally you look up at the scoreboard and 10 runs is enough to win you a game, let alone a sectional championship. Just one of the more awkward sectional championship games I've ever watched. It was fun to be a part of. It was fun to watch. You know, every once in a while those 2+ hour games tend to be boring and really, really drag. But this one was fun to watch. Yeah. It was filled with a lot of hitting, a lot of strategy, and you know, awesome for Norwell to end that, what was it, 3 or 4, whatever you want to call it, year drought.
Yeah, and Alex, it was action-packed, but again, the story of the day, Norwell had the bigger hits in the bigger moments, and they played long ball. 2 big home runs from Brett Wathen and Rocco Haynes, both seniors, put together big hits when they needed them. Really, both teams had plays where they made them big hits in big situations, but Norwell had a couple more today. A 7-hit margin for the Knights today, and you come in and you carry in all kinds of momentum into next week. They scored 38 runs in this sectional.
Yeah, and this is the team that towards the end of the year we talked about, you know, where their bats gone. They've had problems scoring, but they picked it up here towards the end, and that's what you want. You want the momentum carrying into sectional, and such an up and down game where you've given up a run and you've had a run and you've given up a run and you know, at the end of the day, you still have 17 hits and you get it done and you advance to a regional game where, again, you caught a break and you have a favorable draw.
No kid, Norwell will be a favorite when they take on Wawasee next Saturday, who beat Northwood today 3-2 in an upset. So Wawasee comes to town next week. Leo will take on the winner of the Yorktown sectional in Game 1, and we'll have coverage here next Saturday just past 1 o'clock at Belmont. Join us if you can, but Norwell looking to add to their regional total as well next week. But this is a team, guys, that all season long had lots of question marks. You had Heritage in this sectional, you had Oak Hill in this sectional. Not that it was stacked by any means, but there were some real questions about where this team was at with a couple weeks left in the season. And to come back at the end of the year and finish off things with the sectional title speaks volumes about the seniors in this group, and Dave Goodmiller getting his first sectional championship as a head coach in this stint here at Norwell says a lot about his coaching abilities as well.
Yeah, this team, I mean, again, with the year gap, every team has experience because of COVID. You know, the team dynamic can be tough to navigate, and especially for this team with a lot of sophomores that played early and often had to step up on this team, and then a couple of senior leaders. It's good to see this team kind of reach this moment and be able to maybe even take a step beyond this moment, a couple steps in regional here next week.
No doubt about it. Thanks a lot, fellas, for joining me. Norwell wins the sectional 15-10, their 17th championship, their first since 2017. Oak Hill finishes 21-7. The Knights will take on Wawasee next Saturday, 1 o'clock here at Belmont. That'll wrap things up. On behalf of my partners Alex Howard and Colin Schwartz and our owners Scott and Dale Menser, I'm Derek Decker saying so long and God bless from Decatur.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on the Voice Enterprises.